Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning from wherever you are, and welcome to The World's Insane. There is no point in calling it The World's Gone Insane because the world is insane. So now we are calling it The World Insane. And here we are in the Great Reich, that is the United Kingdom, where fascism has come full force into our country at the behest of the Israeli government. So on that note, I will now be speaking in a German accent und meine Freunde here, the Habibi love muscle, that is Zam, will be talking in a usual dreary Asian voice. And so with that being said, hello everybody and welcome to your doom. And that's the last time I'm doing that bloody accent. I'd vote for Ayatollah Zamaria, rational, down to earth, always well rested. Absolutely. Yes.
Oh, thank you very much, Daniel. Once I just got off the boat.
Ah, so you have come here to take my job, you pig.
Oh,
This
yes.
is
I'm
not
coming to take your job, your wife, and your TV license.
my wife. You can have that fat bitch, but you are not taking my TV license. You filthy man. This is outrageous. How could you do these things? Um,
And for the sake of Krishna, no more beef roastiness. It's now nut roast.
you will go into a camp and you will never see the light of day again. Yeah. Right, let me just adjust my volumes. All right, hello everybody, welcome, welcome. As I said, today's stream I've just called it "World Insane" because fuck it, the world's insane. The world is completely insane. Fascism has come full force in the UK as more and more politicians are deep throating Israel, and the establishment, especially the pro Zionist establishment, are now going after the Greens full force, kicking out candidates for benign things and claiming everything's anti Semitic when it's just simply criticizing Israel. And people are getting arrested for just posting pictures of Hamas that had a slogan, resistance is whatever it is. I can't remember what they put.
Futile?
Uh, no, something else, but they deem that anti-Semitic and all this kind of shit. Meanwhile, anti-Semitism is rampant here in the UK because of Israel. We just had yet some more attacks at Golders Green, and for those,
Round the corner from where I
yeah,
live.
round the corner from Windsor. Ah,
Literally.
so it was you. I knew it. And then when every time this happens, every single politician goes running. We had fucking Rees-Mogg today doing a eulogy outside where the attacks happen. And all this says to me is, hey, Israel, look how hard I can suck your willy. Look at me. I'm the most biggest meat riding Zionist in the country. Give me money. I will do whatever you want. That's all that comes across. And in the meantime, they are going after Jews that are left wing in this country. They are trying to kick them out of the Greens. They are trying to attack Zach Polanski. They don't give a shit about anti Semitism in the same way they don't give a shit about Muslims in this country. The Golders Green attack, all they're focusing on was that the guy attacked two Jewish residents, but completely omits or just brushes away the fact that he tried to stab somebody in his own housing block as well, and he was a Muslim. But they admit that, or they don't even mention it, or they just have it further down in an article because this country just the narrative is to not only talk about anti-Semitism because of the criticism against Israel, but make sure the Greens are blamed for it. Because here we have a picture of reform voters doing Nazi salutes to Zach Polanski. Let me get this up. And nothing in the media about this, but they're trying to paint Zach Polanski as the anti Semite, which is ridiculous. So there you go. Nazi salutes thrown by reform supporters at Polanski's Hastings rally. They're not going to get arrested. Nothing's going to happen to them. And Polanski will be the Jew. Polanski will be the one that they claim to be anti-Semitism. Now, before I go to Zam, I will say one thing now. From this point on, any person that is called anti-Semitic because of their criticism of Israel should start suing, and start suing with great prejudice, because that's the only way we're gonna cull this. Um, so yeah, there's still lots more to talk about. But Zam, over to you. Your thoughts?
I'm just I'll never understand how this tiny ass little fucking country, yeah, has so much influence over the rest of the fucking world. It boggles my fucking mind. Yeah, and look, I'm not saying everyone within British politics is in the Epstein files. Surely not. But I can understand why certain people are compromised, like Donald Trump. But why us? Why what? What is it? And to a degree, they couldn't wait for something like this to come down because there is loads of anti-Islamic fucking shit that goes on towards Muslim people on a regular basis. They're getting beaten up. They're getting fucking killed. And never a spotlight on that shit. Never, regarding anti-Islamic rhetoric. If anything, these same politicians who are clamoring on about anti-Semitism will play that shit
Yeah,
down. No, but on this particular occasion, they can't wait. They're looking forward to it. Look at this, and I know they're going to use this opportunity to shit on the Palestinian movement as well, which they desperately want to do. What's happening in Lebanon, with the amount of fucking Muslims have been killed there as well. None of these things seem to make the news, but a couple of people get killed in Gold's Green, which is terrible. I'm not doubting that. But now from that, they're making this. They like it's a springboard for this whole fucking movement, which I just don't understand.
yeah. They'll use this attack to clamp down further on civil liberties, to ban anti-genocide protests, and that's what I call them. They're anti-genocide protests. The fact that it's Palestinians, I don't mean to sound bad, it's irrelevant. They're protesting against genocide, okay? But it's the fact that we in the UK, we're just as complicit in this genocide as the Americans and as the Israelis. We fly constant spy planes. We have sent military personnel to help with this. We are just as guilty. Every single person in the Tory and Labour Party that is complicit in this should be at The Hague, arrested for complicity in war crimes. But what they're going to do with this, because the Greens are a threat, they're just going to ramp up the attacks on Greens, and they're going to ramp up fascism in this country. They're already doing it by taking away jury trials. They're doing it by just any mention of Palestine will get you arrested. Yep, and in the US, you're dealing with Jim Crow too here. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's a Supreme Court law they had recently. I understand the ins and outs of
Yeah,
it, but from
yeah.
what I
Vance, can
know,
you?
and
Sorry,
what
Zam. 1 second. Vance, can you just put a brief explanation, if you can, about this? I haven't had a chance to look at it. Sorry, Zam. Go ahead.
no, but what I do feel, and this is something one of these social media influencers
Oh.
has kind of said, that we're almost trying to reverse all the sort of racial injustice that has been corrected over the years. We're trying to reverse these things. I wouldn't be surprised in the future we will have segregated water fountains again,
Yeah,
and
in
stuff
the
like that.
states, yeah, don't put it past them. You know what I mean?
And I do feel like we're trying to like the powers that be, alongside having their fucking pick me's who are willing to do it because they just assume that they won't be affected by it. Um, they want to remove all the progress that we've made as a democratic, equal society. They don't want that anymore. They want white make right, and they're gonna fucking do whatever they can to get it that way.
Yeah,
And
because
it would be Europe or America.
it suits the billionaire class. So every time there is financial crises, they look to cause division, and no better and stupider candidates than right wingers that take the bait every single time. And Epsom was barely covered. We had race riots in Epsom that was barely covered. They attacked a house that they thought was housing immigrants, and it was in fact housing special needs people. And they attacked the house. Well done, you fucking mongoloids. And it's just All this is just to protect the state of Israel and to protect billionaires. Hello, Rick. Welcome.
Talking of the state of Israel,
Pink, yeah,
Rick
Pink
B,
me is
fucking
entered. I hope you're well. Hope your kid's well. However, reminder here in the UK that on Thursday we have local elections, and Labour are going to get
vote.
absolutely get their arse rinsed. Um, of course, Reform will probably take the most council seats, but don't expect that to last because what you're seeing happening now, Reform get in, they do such a bad job that when there's another by-election as a result, the Greens are taking those spots. So get out there, get
I,
voting, vote Green.
well,
So kind
haven't like voters realized that if you're voting Reform, you're voting for the Tories again? All the fucking Tories are in the Reform
you
Party. You
you
know,
underestimate how stupid people are in this country. You don't actually underestimate. You know how stupid people are.
yeah, I do, but just because Nigel Farage is spearheading it doesn't. I mean, Suella Braverman is front and center in that fucking party. You know what I mean? They've got fucking. I'm surprised. Like Restore hasn't like creeped up a little bit because there's so many fucking ethnic minorities amongst Reform that you would think that maybe that maybe some of their voters will think, you know what, I'm fucking
There
disillusioned
are
here.
some,
I was expecting to vote for the fucking Nazi party
yeah,
and the fucking Suella Braverman and what's his
there are
face,
some that have left
Mohammed.
Reform to join Restore, but Restore, look, Farage may be a twat, but he knows he cannot win purely on the racist rhetoric. He needs other crap. There's just not enough racists in this country, believe it or not, that are going to get Reform over the line.
Yeah, but he's still doing like anti-immigrant
Yeah,
stuff,
of
which is
course he is. He's still
racism.
doing
Like
all the
he's,
racist
he,
stuff,
like,
but he knows he needs to have pick-me's in there to get the pick-me votes. Otherwise, he's not going to stand a chance. Hello, TOD, long time. My ex is doing a show with Mike Graham on Wednesday evening at Shepherd's Bush Empire.
Mike Graham can go fuck himself, man.
Who's Mike Graham?
He's I think he's on GBN. One of
Oh,
those
right.
guys.
Yeah. I'm all right, Rick. If you want to go, you can go. My ass don't fit in those seats anyway. Um, but yeah, I mean, what the thing that happens is people vote Reform into the council, for example, and then they take away all the services. They make the councils worse. They jack up the council tax to give themselves a massive pay rise, by the way. They don't provide anything. They don't cut any costs down for anyone. And then what happens is the Greens or Labour or Lib Dems take the seats back from them.
Yeah, I just don't want that to happen, dude. Like whenever the right wing come into power and anything, they destroy things that are so fundamental to us, like the arts. The arts always get fucking hammered by the fucking right wing, and I don't want to fucking lose that. We have great arts and crafts in this country, and the idea of Reform putting a chisel to that, not realizing that all the shit that they beloved in their free time comes from the arts,
They'll have nothing.
But
With Reform, all you'll have is feudalism, where just give the rich all the money and you get fucking nothing and everything will get cut and the rich will just get exponentially richer. It will be MAGA on steroids here in the UK. You'll have no NHS, no nothing. They're just it will become a kleptocracy. That's the best way to describe it. On that, like I said,
hold on,
yeah,
let's get Daniel Valenti. He wrote
Supreme Court
he
ruled that
responded to
when
your
new
comment.
state districts for voting are drawn, maps can undermine the people. New maps require proof of discriminatory intent when people are disenfranchised, otherwise it's legal. I don't understand what that means. I'm going to be perfectly honest. Perfect. I'm just guessing they can redraw lines that cuts off poor people or some shit like that.
I think it's also like you can't prove discrimination and stuff like that. They're making it
Oh, I
harder.
see.
I think to a degree, like because of your area and stuff like that, it might be more difficult for you to vote. You might have to leave town or whatever, or get a day off work, or or stuff like that. I'm not 100% sure, but like how they did it in the past, where they only put one fucking voting booth in an area of like 50,000
Yeah, yeah,
people,
yeah.
you know, or some shit like that, whilst in white neighborhoods, preferably maybe conservative ones, they make it very easy for you to vote. But they feel that wherever the Democratic vote might be, they'll fucking make it really difficult for you to vote.
And that
You
doesn't
know,
surprise me with America. I expect that to come here. I mean, we haven't rescinded voter ID. He's doing a U-turn on letting 16-year-olds vote because they know they're not going to fucking vote for Labour. So another Labour U-turn there. They're doing a million fucking U-turns. The only good thing we've got in, and it's still not great, but the Renters' Rights Bill has come in today. So that means you can't do no-fault evictions. You can't just jack up the rent as much as you want. You have to give them months in advance warning, and you can only do it once in a year or something like that. So there's a lot. That's like one good policy, and then they go and do fascism at the same time. This is like they're so fucking stupid. All this just to appease Israel. You know what I mean? Just like what annoys me about the Western world. This does not include Spain because Spain is the best. This is what happens. You see, when you have a socialist government, you tell Spain to fuck off. Now, no, Italy has a far right government.
like Spain tells you to fuck off.
They tell you to fuck off. Sorry, they tell Israel to fuck off. I know Italy has a far right government, and they've also told Israel to fuck off, but they're also rampantly privatizing everything, whereas Spain is doing the complete opposite of that. That's the fundamental difference. So yeah, Pedro Sanchez, absolute fucking don, legend. Love him. Wish I could fucking move to Spain, but I can't.
I wish I could speak Spanish.
Well,
I'll move to fucking Spain as well.
I can understand a lot, but I can't speak a lot of it. I started learning Spanish because of South Park, but that's a story for another day. Yeah, it's just crazy. Like they're literally like they're so brazen with it as well. They're brazenly taking away our rights for the sake of a foreign country. Now, if right wingers and the far right actually had a brain cell, they would see this and be like, "What the fuck is this?" And they will be rioting. They should be. I don't condone it, but there should be riots in the street to say, "No, we're not going to bring in fascism for the sake of another country. If we're going to bring in fascism, it's British fascism, not Israeli fascism. Damn it!" Speaking of, go watch the Tabernacle. Just did a brilliant video. I'm always 50-50 with his stuff, but when he goes on the attack on the right areas, when he's not trying to be a gatekeeper, he's brilliant. And he did a brilliant video on just how bad like things are in Israel in terms of like poverty and how things have changed and all this kind of shit. And it's really like
Tel Aviv has been bombed to shit. Last time I checked,
yeah, well, but
so
even if you take away the bombing, like rampant neoliberalism is rife in Israel. Once upon a time, the whole thing was kickstarted by racist socialists. They existed back then. And after the Americans got involved, it just basically became another neoliberal shithole. High rents, low jobs.
okay.
Ashkenazi Jews get preferential treatment to all the other Jews. So again, there's like hierarchies and all this kind of shit. So it's a bit like India, with a class system and all this. And it's a really good video. Go watch it. Just type in there we go. I think that's how you spell it.
Tabernacle, yeah.
I think that's how you spell it.
He's a self proclaims communist.
Yeah, he's a commie. He's a comrade. But he's a bit like I like him, but he can be a bit of a gatekeeper. And the worst is when he tries to gatekeep comedy. I can't fucking stand people that gatekeep comedy, like trying to tell people what is and what isn't funny. What you find funny is not like me and you, for example, find the most racist, ableist shit funny as hell. And we're both from ethnic
Yeah,
backgrounds, but we will laugh our heads off at it.
yeah, because I want to emphasize on that because um,
Thank you.
I think you can laugh at things. You can genuinely laugh at things that are fascist, racist, bigoted, misogynistic or whatever. You can laugh at those things if that is not who you are as a person. You know what I mean? Because I find stuff that you make fun about my culture and your culture and other cultures. I find it hilarious. We might find a clip which is actually making fun of black people, for instance. Yeah, and I find it really fucking funny. But does that mean I hate black people because of it? No,
Bro, I send those
Mm.
stuff to my black friends and they fucking laugh their heads off.
Yeah,
I send them the most racist
yeah,
shit because they're the same. They send me the most like racist. If it's something like stereotypical or racist towards Greeks, they'll send it to me and we all sit there laughing our heads off because we're not. It's not a snowflake thing. It is a generation that has not grown up purely on the internet, closed off from the real world, and doesn't, our social groups are actually very mixed. Like I have less white friends than I do black friends or mixed friends or Turkish friends or Asian and all this kind of stuff. It is a mixture of what I have, and that's just normal for London. And so yeah, we take the piss out of each other. It's just normal. What I can't stand is where some high strung cunt that lives, that especially the ones that come from bumfuck nowhere in the UK, in the middle of white man city, which is absolutely fine if you are from there, but you don't have a right to police humor and to police language being used among groups that have grown up in mixed societies. I'm just saying. And that's where I draw my criticism with Tabernacle. He does a little bit of that. But other than that, the guy's like brilliant when he goes after people. Like he's so fucking good.
you say you love racist jokes, Muslim jokes are the best. I don't mind any of that, but once again, it has to. For me, I also like to know who's saying them. Because there are people out there in this world, and I wouldn't police them myself either. But you can just tell when they make a joke. Is that like that Tony Hinchcliffe? I think he made jokes about Puerto Rico, um, and yeah.
Chris,
Look, yeah, look, I remember Chris Rock making a joke about going to the ATM. Have you seen that one?
what's that?
Like Chris Rock, he says like, yeah, I'm going to go to the ATM to get some cash out the cash machine. I ain't looking for no white people. I ain't looking for no Latino. I'm looking for N words. That's what he says. I'm looking for N words. And he's saying that
Yeah, of
himself,
course.
he's being
But
very honest about it. Now, me,
sorry,
but I don't know about him, but look, I don't give a fuck. This is honestly, black, white, whatever. I'm looking out for everyone. I'm at a fucking ATM. I don't give a. You could be a fucking chick. I'll fucking make sure that you're fucking not looking at my pin code.
oh yeah.
When
Oh,
I'm
but
punching
black
in.
black people don't
So
worry me as much as like the Romanians do, for example. They're the ones I worry about in my area. You know what I mean?
I pick up on just people's
And suspicious motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
yeah, like you could be a black person who's at an ATM with me, and there are other things of your characteristics I look at, not that you're black, is other characteristics, the same characteristics I'll try to find. If you're a roadman, that's where I'm looking at, and the roadman could be any fucking color. You know what I mean? And roadmen are the ones who I'm fucking. You know what? Maybe I'll fucking not get any money out from here. I'll go somewhere else instead. Yeah, because roadmen are the fucking ones you got to watch out
Yeah.
for. And yes, I'm being racist towards fucking roadmen.
No, this is wrong. You might be thinking of the Americans, but the majority of left don't have the worst sense of humor. We're not the ones that are crying and getting offended. Jokes made on us. Like right wingers always be like, the left are
Yeah,
snowflakes. One little joke towards you, and you have a fucking meltdown, and you're blocking people and
yeah.
canceling them and all this kind of shit. So no,
Yeah, how dare you make a joke about Melania glowing the fact that her husband could be dying? How dare you make it, like Drewski, making jokes about Erica Kirk, the same Erica Kirk who's happy to forgive the man who fucking killed her husband, but wants to take Drewski to court for mocking her.
yeah,
And it was Donald Trump, by the way, who initially tried to get Jimmy Kimmel fired. So and he did succeed until the people thought,
they're trying
came
to do
back
it
and
again
made sure
now.
that wasn't the case.
They're trying to do
And they're trying to
the
do it.
FCC are
Yeah,
trying to
you
pull
know,
the Disney's
pe-
license.
people lost their jobs. People lost their jobs. Yeah, um, because of Charlie Kirk's death. When
Yeah,
they were actually responding to Charlie Kirk saying how he wouldn't like to go on an aeroplane with a black pilot because he would be worried, if the pilot is qualified or is DEI hire. not realizing he's a fucking pilot. To be able to fly the plane in the first place, it's not about DEI hire. If he's just being qualified is enough.
Yeah.
You know, no, his skin color didn't fucking get him the job. He got himself the job.
But when he was
If
called
anything,
out,
being
when
a
he was
pilot
called
and
out
being
on it,
black
he
probably
had a
makes it
fucking
harder for him.
meltdown. When he was called out on it, he had a meltdown.
Yeah,
No, no,
exactly.
it isn't.
So
Rigby. It literally is not. You're just an idiot for thinking that. Yeah,
well, we just mentioned all the things that the right wing were doing when it came to actually cancelling people as well. By the way, they would look what they're trying to do to Hassan Piker. You know what I mean? They're trying to fucking destroy this
yeah,
guy. If you're associated with him, you should be cancelled and shit like that. The right wing, they because the right wing have all the power and the influence. They really are trying to use it to shut down any fucking dissent whatsoever towards them. They don't fucking like it. Even at the White House White House press conference, whatever the fuck it's called, the one where Trump allegedly almost got assassinated allegedly. Um, yeah, they did have a stand-up comic there because that stand-up comic would have fucking ripped the shit out of Donald
yeah,
Trump.
exactly.
You know?
That's why he avoided the White House correspondence in all these years, and he
Yeah,
has it. And then somebody tries to go after him, and then what's the first thing he does? Ballroom. I want my ballroom. Damn it.
yeah. I want my fucking ballroom now.
Yeah.
And he's fucking as he's eating his fucking Big Macs. That fucking
This guy
nonce.
needs to
You know what I
die.
mean?
Fucking prick. Um.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
He managed an entire fucking cabinet as well. I may add,
yeah,
and shit like that. And by the way, yeah, regarding that cabinet, not one person from the Epstein files has been arrested. You know that?
nobody.
Not
No.
one fucking person. I wonder why, Rick B. I wonder why, Rick B. Why is no one in the Epstein files been arrested yet, Rick B? Trump made a joke about himself dying less than 24 hours after Kimmel's joke. Yeah, I know. I saw that. He's talking about his parents and they were 40-year marriage. Yep, I remember that one. Trump then apologized to Minnie because they won't make it. Yeah. Yeah, and he's trying to, because Trump was trying something there. You know what? Let me be a bit of self-deprecating humor, and like, no, mate, you're 80 years too late, you fucking orange cunt.
Yeah. Exactly. Anyway, so earlier today, about 40 minutes before we did started the show, I had my local Green candidates knocked on my door, and it's funny, I'm wearing my green T-shirt as well.
Lovely.
And yeah, I told them my name, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we know you," because obviously I've been speaking to them online because I'm a member of the Greens and all this kind of shit. So we sat there, had a good conversation. Very positive response in my area, which I'm very happy to hear. When they haven't had any pushback, they were just happy that fucking candidates have showed up to the door, listening to their issues, and it's the same issues as always: cost of living, housing, you know, affordability, expensive rates, all this rents, all this kind of shit, no jobs, lack of jobs, and all that. And so yeah, there were so they've had a good response. We had a good chat before that. So I was very happy. I said I'd go out campaigning with them, but I can only walk to the end of my street and back, and that's about it for me. So not not very good in that regard. But we took a picture together. I'm just waiting to see when they post it on social media, and I will share it with everyone. But most important thing is get out there on the 7th and vote, except for you, Rick, because you're going to vote Reform. But everyone else, get out there and vote Green for the love of God.
Rick, just fucking vote green, you fucking sellout cunt. Just vote
He
green.
probably does in the
Shit.
background. It just doesn't want to tell us.
Why the fuck do you want to vote for these guys, man? They're not going to pick you, Rick B, as much as you want to be picked. You know what I mean? There's already a couple of fucking brownies like us already in that group. The group's not going to fucking make itself any bigger, mate. You know what I mean? It's just you're not going to get picked as much as you want to.
And also with regards to that, my country, Greece, can go fuck itself. It can go fuck itself hard. Cyprus, I give a pass to because Cyprus is in a no-win situation. But Greece is completely sold out to Israel, even allowing Israeli boats in its seas to seize
Yes,
the
I've heard.
flotilla. This is piracy. This is illegal. And yet nobody bats an eyelid. They have beaten and shot the people of the flotilla. Like they are getting so brazen now because they know that nobody's going to step in to stop them. And Greece, of all people, like they haven't fucking learned. 100 years ago, they did the same thing with the British, where they were forced into fighting against the Ottomans, and that's what caused the fucking genocide in the end. Um, because whilst the British attacked from the south and took all the Palestinian territories and all this kind of shit, the Greeks attacked obviously from Greece, taking territories. But as soon as the British were done, they're like, okay, that's it, and they left the Greeks, and then the Turks came back and wiped us out. And then the genocide happened, and Ataturk and all this kind of shit happened, and we're doing the same again. We're capitulating this time for fucking Israel to sit there and to do what? Be ready to attack Turkey? I'm not saying Turkey doesn't deserve to be attacked for what it's done to the Kurds, and it's also been complicit in Israeli war crimes. But this isn't a Greek problem. This isn't a Greek problem. We have the biggest army in the EU, and yet we're being dusted around like a bunch of pussies. If a Greek leader, again, we have a right wing government in power. If we had a Greek leader with balls, he would say, you know what? We have the biggest military in Europe, and we're going to start buying weapons from the Chinese and the Russians. You lot better start fucking behaving. We will happily form an alliance with the Turks to take out the Israelis and see what fucking happens. They'll shit their pants. And I hope Israel does attack Turkey, not because I hate, because I mean I hate Erdogan. I love the Turks, but because I want him to see what happens when you fuck with a proper military. Because Turkey they are no joke. They have one of the biggest militaries in the world. They have the biggest military in NATO. You don't fuck with Turkey. And so it's interesting to see what would happen if they do get attacked. And I just hope like Turkey just brings the manpower down into Israel and really fucking does a number on them to teach them a lesson.
Now we're making what, the second biggest military in Europe after the Russians.
No. Turkey's military is bigger than Russia.
Oh
Turkey
shit!
has a huge military. I think it's like a million, something like that. They have the biggest military in NATO. If they were in the EU, it would be the biggest military in Europe. That's Greece has the biggest military when you include reserves as well. But yeah, Turkey has a huge military. Like you don't fuck with Turkey. Like the Russians tried to fuck with Turkey, and Turkey fucked them up. So nobody ever talks about that. Well, Russians were testing the Turks by flying jets around the Black Sea area and violating Turkish airspaces, and the Turks were like, yeah, anyway, so they were shooting down Russian planes like that. And the Russians were like, oh fuck. So they backed off. And Israel knows how powerful Turkey is. And there's no justification for Israel attacking Turkey. Turkey has been nothing but complicit in everything Israel does, weapons, soldiers, all this. But this just shows you cannot
It boils down to
have these
America. That
scumbags.
one, if one to the
It
other.
is.
I think one they all. It's not to do necessarily with Israel. It's all about being sweet with America at times. And because Donald Trump is so fucking unstable as well. Even though I keep hearing about how Europe is done with America,
They're not
I
done.
wonder sometimes,
They're not done.
especially when it comes to
I mean,
Israel.
the UK is not done by any means. The UK is a vassal state. There is a vassal state. I get people on Twitter arguing with me like, "Oh, you're from the UK. What are you fucking interfering with American politics?" I said, "When America sneezes, the UK catches a cold. Okay, the whole world catches a cold. So yeah, we're very interested in seeing the death of the American empire, and it can't come quick enough because as soon as they die, then Israel will fucking have no leg to stand on either. And the world,
It's weird though. Like the death of American Empire won't be like one day. Okay, American Empire is not say thriving, but it's still around. And the next day, there's no American Empire. It'll be a process that will be so blurred that we won't even notice. We
every
won't
every
even know
empire,
when it is or when it isn't.
every empire just eventually collapses. It's not a sudden thing. It happens over.
It's a bit different with the states though. As long as they've got their military muscle, they
Won't make a difference
and their nukes and whatever.
as soon as people cash in their bonds with America, and as soon as people move away from the dollar as the chief currency, America is fucked.
Should I cash in my dollars?
Cash in your dollars, mate.
I,
Cash in your dollars.
should I?
Yeah. But as soon as people do that, as soon as the countries do that, because this is what happened with the tariff wars, Europe was basically saying, we're going to cash in our bonds, which would have fucked the American economy up. And so Trump backed off. And so they got that hanging over them. And but I would urge the world to do that and to stop trading with America, start trading in, their own currency or whatever, China and all this kind of shit, and just let the American empire die. Because as soon as the currency switch happens and the junk bonds and all the bonds are cashed in against American debt, that's it. They're fucked. They're absolutely fucked. That's what's going to bring down America. It's that. And when I say bring down America, what I mean is basically, we've seen with Iran how their military might is just abysmal. Like they can't even take out Iran. And so more and more, there'll be more and more pushback. Eventually, soldiers will rebel. There won't be enough money to fund anything. And they'll just eat themselves.
This is the thing with the
That's what happens with every
American
empire.
military, because I was speaking to the block about this, and he does like to mention how big and powerful the American military is. But one thing the American military also is incompetent. They are beyond incompetent. You've had war upon war upon war in the United States, whether it be Korea, Vietnam, the Cold War, the first and second Gulf War, and they've amounted to nothing. Losses even. What have you gained out of it other than fucking, a stereotype of being fucking
I mean, they're
warmongers.
not even.
And right now,
They're not. America doesn't even have a good military. They have a lot, but they don't have a good military. They don't
yeah,
win wars.
they're incompetent.
They don't win wars.
Because they drowned in fucking their fucking machismo Americana shit. And they think their fucking shit doesn't stink. And when it comes to actually having to do stuff, sometimes you got Americans killing each other with fucking friendly fire.
Yeah. And they're rebelling now.
And
a lot of soldiers are rebelling as well. A lot of soldiers
they don't
are
know what to
walking
do.
away.
Exactly. Oh, exactly. You've seen Daniel Vance, their meal size,
and that's why they're rebelling.
Yeah, like my God, like you're starving your own fucking military. You want to get a job done, and you're not fucking not nourishing your military. It's ridiculous. By the way, these are things not Daniel Vance, Rick B thinks is really cool, by the way, and he likes Donald Trump for keeping the fucking military malnourished. But it's ridiculous. There is no camaraderie or vitriol amongst them. They all want to fucking go home.
Yeah.
And also, this is just adds to Donald Trump, being destroyed when it comes to the end of his term or the midterms as well. If that works
out. And you soldiers are dying for this, for these cunts, including our stupid king, to sit there in these lavish fucking halls and eat these lavish dinners. That's what you're dying for. You're dying for that. Okay? Look what they're eating. Well, they're not eating there, but you know what I mean. Look what they're eating, and look at the shitty slop that you're eating, and you're dying for that. You have all the training, all the power in the world to create a resistance and to fight back, and instead, you're sitting there while these cunts are fucking dining away in the rich ballrooms. It's the Gilded Age all over again.
Yeah, I have to be honest though. Regarding Prince Charles, I was a little bit. I'm no fan. King Charles. I was a little bit impressed with his visit to the US because I'm no fan of the monarchy. I want them abolished and all of that. But one thing Charles is and always has been is he's an environmentalist, and he brought up these particular issues whilst in Congress in the United States, as well as obviously having a few stabs at Donald Trump, who was too stupid to realize that the king would be mocking him, because Donald Trump would assume that the king would always be on his fucking side, so that was interesting. But end of the day, once King Charles is back in the United Kingdom, all of this shit will be yesterday's news.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Donald Trump will be on to the next fucking grift or the next fucking war or whatever, or the next disastrous issue which makes people's lives even worse than it already is.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah,
find it
King of
though.
England and the Burger King all in one photo. That's an insult to the Burger King.
Uh, yeah. Don't talk shit about Burger King in the UK is really good. I know it's shit in America, but Burger King here is damn fine. It's McDonald's that's bloody awful over here.
I haven't had Mackie D's in months because I'm dieting. Just so you know, I'm down to 133
That's
kilos
fucking
now.
awesome.
I was 145 when I first
Yeah,
started. It's almost 2 stones.
that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, mate.
Yeah,
I could see it as well.
really?
Yeah, yeah,
Honestly,
yeah. I could definitely see
because
it.
I shaved my beard.
Yeah,
I shaved my beard a lot closer this time, more closer to the skin.
yeah.
But I
No,
can still
no.
see the fucking chin here. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's still going to be there, but no, you've shrunk down. Like you're this, all of this, all that. It's crazy.
Well, people actually, a couple of people said to me that my shoulders look broader because I've been pumping iron. You
Yes,
know,
and the lower body's gone in because
yeah.
of the weight loss.
You love
Exactly, Rick
McDonald's.
B. See, Rick B, this is why I love you because Burger King is better. It always has been. It's
I've
always
eaten
been the
bananas.
king. Yeah.
I
I didn't take a picture of it, but I murdered a barbecue. I did a barbecue earlier
oh, thank you, Rick B.
because it's 25
I
degrees here. So, yeah.
I made myself what I usually make every weekend, which lasts me about 3 or 4 days. Is a chili con carne. I make it religiously now, and I
Nice.
use 1.5 kilos of mince. I've actually learned a method actually that one of my issues with cooking. Sorry, I know we're going into cookery now,
Go for
but
it.
fuck it.
We're done with
Yeah,
politics for now. Cooking is more
like
important.
one of my issues is when I'm cooking a lot of mince. Yeah, I find it really difficult to get that crispy crustiness on mince. But I've learned a method, which is it's a method that it takes longer, but in the long run, it makes the mince more crispy and crunchier. And that's just to cook less at a time, not to
Yeah,
put
yeah.
all of it in
Oh,
one go.
didn't you know
You
that?
know, no, not really. But I used to just pour it all in and then hope it would. But if I
Mm,
keep it in the pot, eventually it'll get crispy and crunchy. But it never did.
no. Because
What
what
I
happens
do,
is a lot of water is released and that just makes it soggy. So what you want to do is very small handfuls at a time. It takes longer, but it's way worth it.
I just break up the mint and I just little bits here and there,
That's
and then
it.
you just leave it there. You just leave it there for
Yep.
3 or 4 minutes on
Yep.
a high fucking heat, and then you flip it over and you can see it's all got a nice crust to it and stuff like that. And yeah, then I've added my taco seasoning and some chili sauce and stuff like that, and some kidney beans and all of that. And yeah, I'm ready to go now. I'll put a pile of that in my lunchbox tomorrow when I go to work. Yeah,
Lovely.
can't wait.
So Rick,
Someday,
sorry, Vance.
yeah.
Stones is very easy. For every 14 pounds, that's 1 stone. That's it. And 7 kilos is 14 pounds, or 7 kilos is 1 stone. It's not exact, but just go with that. We're not going to piss about with grams here and there. So it's very easy to know stones.
Someday I'm going to take the time to learn about stones and weight, but I enjoy feeling like magicians are talking about science. I'll never understand. Yes,
That's
yes.
right. We're talking magic
I'm actually,
imperial measures.
I used to be like the stone sort of guy. I'm full on embrace the metric system. I'm all about kilos, except for miles. I prefer miles to kilometers.
Yeah,
Even
me
though I
too.
could do,
Yeah,
even though I can do kilometers, I prefer miles.
yeah. Definitely. For weight, I could do whatever people want. If people want it in kilograms, that's fine. If they want it in pounds, I'll do it in pounds. If they want it in stone, I'll do it in stone. I do all three methods. I grew up with all three in a Greek household, so I grew up with a lot of metric. The only thing I can't get used to, in fact, it's only recently I've gotten used to it, is ounces. Can't fucking get used to ounces. Like somebody says, "Well, 20 ounces." I'm like, is that a liter? I think that's a liter or just close to a liter. I was like, I don't fucking know ounces at all. They make no sense to me. So I liquid measurements are always done in liters and milliliters.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, look, I mean, this is a British can, and it's got it in milliliters here. It doesn't even have fluid ounces.
I have a bottle here,
ounces.
and it is right from Asda, and there is eventually
It
going
should
to
be
be
just
some
milliliters, right?
1 liter.
Yeah, 1 liter. See, I don't know what that is in ounces. Fluid ounces. Let's have a look.
Yeah, you fuckers in the States love fucking doing everything just a bit different. Oh, but we're America, so our fucking Conservative Party is going to be red.
35 ounces. Fluid ounces.
And our Liberal Party is going to be blue, when the rest of the world, Liberal represented, left wing is represented by red, and Conservatism and right wing is represented by blue. But yeah, we're different. We're America.
Well, it's a sudden switch, isn't it? You know what I mean? The Republicans were always red, and they used to be what the Democrats are. You know what I mean? But since the switch,
yeah, I agree. On top of that, like the calendar, why do it the way you guys do it? It makes no sense. Why put the date in the middle? Why? You know what I mean? It's so fucking stupid. It's the order is correct. It makes more sense. Date, month, year. Why put the fucking date in the middle? Like,
because they write it how they say it. May 1st.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
That's how they do it. So they have to be literal, because they're very simple. So they have to be literal with how they write it. Whereas literally, but then Japan does the year first, and then like the month, and then the date, which again is another fucking stupid method that I don't get. But you know, just you always have to be backwards.
You ready for some TikTok treasures?
Yeah, let's go. Let's get into the TikTok treasures.
All right, where the hell is my thingy? Where the fuck is it? Where is it? Oh yeah, I forgot. There we go.
Sam's TikTok treasure.
Can't stand the way you made me look there. I
can't. And the thing is now, thanks to pedophiles, I can't change that now, because Grok, you have to be a member, and even if I tried to write that in, it would be like it would be, oh no, this is flag for moderation. It's just like, I've just said fucking fat Asian man. No offense, but you know, because for me, I put bald, obese bald man with ginger beard. That's how I always put myself in thing. And it just flags for moderation. But now it's not free anymore anyway, Grok AI. They ruined it. It used to be the best one. So now I'm not paying. I'm sorry, Zam, but I'm not paying to fucking change. You're stuck with it for now until I get a better piece.
We got a lot to get through, so let's. I don't know what some of these videos are, but I've already saved it. I must have saved it for a reason. So let's go.
Iran has been posting these insane propaganda videos. This one is about Pete Hegseth.
No, okay, fine. We don't need that. Okay, try this one.
I just want to say something. I brought my Trump Bible with me. I just want to say, a lot of liberals come on this show and they're very disingenuous. They like to cherry pick from the Bible to justify illegal immigration. What Bible verses do they cherry pick?
That what you do to the least of thee, you've done to me.
Yeah.
Welcome foreigners from foreign lands.
Foreigner, but I will say, just to be fair, they conveniently leave out this part, okay? This is from the Bible. I'm reading the Bible, excuse me.
Bow your head.
They've become far too numerous for us. Come, we must deal shrewdly with them, or they will become ever more numerous. And if war breaks out, we'll join our enemies. So get them up and out of the land.
Hang on.
Yes.
Hang on. Walter,
Yeah.
the Pharaoh said that, bro.
Yeah, the Pharaoh. He was talking about how to deal with the Jews.
Yeah. That wasn't Jesus. That was the Pharaoh.
Wait, and then what happened?
And you guys all sided with him. That was the best part.
We need to stop listening to socialist, leftist Jesus.
Yeah.
And start listening to the Pharaoh. Jesus was a carpenter. The Pharaoh built the pyramids of Giza. What did Jesus build? He was a carpenter. Show me one building that he made. Meanwhile, the Pharaoh built the pyramids of Giza. Okay, huge buildings. Yeah. We need to start listening to the Pharaoh. This is the Trump Bible, by the way. I will not have you disparage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Michael Knowles, you're fucking great. Here we go.
You're telling me the man who spent years calling Hollywood unions woke and quote-unquote libtards just had an actor fall through a window on his own set? And not just any actor, Jonathan...
Okay. I'm going to move on from that.
Yeah,
John Majors obviously fell through the set of making a film with the Daily Wire. And it kind of shows you how the mighty have fallen regarding Jonathan Majors. He has to make a movie with the fucking Daily Wire. All right, let's check this one out.
This guy at my school smacked an autistic girl and hasn't apologized. Can you call him pretending to be the autistic girl's dad and make him apologize? Hi, is this Jack?
Yeah.
Hey, Jack, you go to correct?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, wonderful. Jack, do you know a student by the name of Elizabeth that attends that school as well?
I've heard of her.
Okay, you've heard of her. What's your opinion on her?
I don't really know her, so I can't tell you.
You don't really know her. Are the Elizabeth that has the condition, correct?
Yeah.
That's interesting, because she came home from school yesterday crying, saying that, one of the popular boys named Jack ended up slapping her.
That wasn't me.
That wasn't you, so someone else named Jack that slapped my daughter.
Yeah.
Okay, which was the Jack that did that?
Jack Smith.
I know.
Look, that was more of a rhetorical question, okay? I know you're bullshitting me right now because we asked some of the other parents and they gave me this phone number. As a father, I'm pissed, but I think there's a way we can possibly work through this if you don't want to face the assault.
I can't handle it.
The sound effects.
But
I hate people that do that.
Yeah. But basically, it is a funny video. It is a funny video, but we put that guy in his place. Anyway, more Epstein stuff. More Epstein.
I'm fighting for Jeffrey.
I'm fighting for Jeffrey.
I've seen this already.
I'm fighting for Jeffrey!
I'm fighting for Jeffrey.
Operation Fury. Your mission, should you choose to accept it. And you will accept it. You don't have a choice. We raised the age of the draft.
Private Elmer Fudge, ready for deployment.
But what about my Social Security? You don't get it anymore. Now off you go to the minefield.
Cheer up, son. The light at the end of the tunnel is approaching. Targeted elimination of the schoolhouse sector is complete.
Due to your bravery, your family gets to eat this week.
Oh, no. I'll give it to your wife myself. Operation Fury.
Still good.
I voted for Trump.
Yeah, I campaigned for Trump.
It was
a lot.
When I look back on it, I was sold a straight lie.
You think?
Yeah. And I want no wars. I believe in Christ teaching peace and love and loving your neighbor. And in one breath, on Easter Sunday, we have pastors claiming similarity from Trump to Christ in regards to the beatings and the lies. And then the next day, he's threatening to blow up power plants and bridges, hurting civilians. Like literally the most disgusting evil in a tweet I've ever read. I
totally agree.
From a president. And I'm like, wait, but our Christian leaders are still going to try to protect that and justify that.
How dare they?
Yeah, sorry, go on, mate.
The cult is still with Donald Trump.
I voted for.
But there are influencers out there who are starting to realize, you know what? I think it's best that we get. They're taking a gamble by saying, you know what, we should get off this train. You know, they're taking the chance now. Anyway, yep. Drewski, remember Drewski? This is before Eric. This is before Erica.
Ready? Do you want a revolution?
I'm gonna have Wanda stand up here. Wanda, please. Wanda told us earlier this month that she could not have a baby anymore. So I impregnated her with the word of God. I'm going to impregnate everyone with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. You gonna get pregnant with the word of God. Impregnate. I had somebody in the congregation ask why I'm wearing Christian Dior and Christian Louboutins. Because I'm a Christian and I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. I'm a Christian first. And I walk in the blood of Jesus. Give him some praise. Give him some praise. So we are raising funds for a project in Zimbabwe. Yes, we are trying to get our congregation over in Africa. Amen. We wanted to raise $4 million for that. Amen. Hallelujah. That needs to appear today. We are not letting anyone leave until we reach our goal. Amen. Hallelujah. Life savings here. Give him some praise for that. Give it his life savings up. Apostle Richie says, baby, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I said, can you help me? I'm gonna finish this word here, and I'm gonna do the Christian version. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna do the Christian version. I'm driving this Bentley Bentayga because I believe in Christ. Can you leap on your legs like a survivor? Can you leap on your legs till the money fall out your pockets?
Jesus, you are, Jesus, you are, Jesus, you are.
Still praise the Lord.
I need you to pray for my wife. Hey, come on, man. Hey, get your hands off my car. You gave tithes and offering? No. Back the fuck up, man.
Drewski, man. Absolutely brilliant.
We've won this war, essentially. We have defeated Iran. We must attack Iran. The war is ending, and almost completely, and also very beautifully. We must attack Iran. We did win, but we haven't won completely. We won the war. Will somebody help us? If you don't help us, I'll fucking remember it. Actually, we don't need any help at all. If NATO doesn't help us, they're gonna suffer something awful. We don't need NATO's help, nor do we even want it. I think I'm actually gonna leave NATO. Our allies have to help us open this strait. You know what? NATO's just a bunch of cowards. The Strait of Hormuz needs to be protected by the people who actually need it open, not me. This is the last straw. I'm giving Iran 48 hours to open the Strait of Hormuz. Iran's dead, actually. We've had great, really productive talks with Iran recently. We're making super good progress with the talks with Iran. Listen, make a deal or I'm gonna keep blowing shit up. What has NATO even done for us? We are done negotiating. Talks with Iran today are going really good. Open the Strait of Hormuz or face deadly consequences immediately. We're actually really close in negotiations and they're going to do the right thing. Iran is going to comply immediately or they are going to face major consequences. Open the fucking strait, you crazy bastards. Praise be Allah. I'm going to end an entire civilization tonight. So, we've won this war, essentially.
I wonder who he's talking about.
Remember when Charlie Kirk said this?
If I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified.
I wish Kirk was alive to see this. Black pilot Victor Glover piloting the Artemis II to the moon and doing it better than most white dudes could. Remember when...
Oh yeah, well said.
No, it's because the USA thinks they're the center of the world. Thinks? Here is a map of just all blue. Look at what's in the center of the map.
I knew this was going to be good.
That would be the United States. Want to make it a little simpler for everyone to see? Here is the same map in 3 different colors. Here it is in yellow, the United States, dead center in the middle of the world. Here is the rest of the world.
The reason
the United States in the center. This map looks a little bit more like an elementary.
I'm going to pause that because I was a bit unsure if this guy was being a parody and this woman is too stupid to realize. But we are talking American, so you never know.
Where's all the satellites? There's supposed to be like 14 to 15,000 satellites. I don't see one.
Where's all the insects? There's supposed to be like millions of them. Where are all the cars? Where are all the people at? Isn't there like 7 billion people on Earth? Earth big, satellite small, rocket far away, no sea satellite. 'Cause satellite's small.
Where's all the satellites? They're supposed to be like...
That one definitely isn't a parody. All right.
Groundbreaking news out of Mexico, where President Claudia Sheinbaum just made it official. All 120 million Mexico citizens will receive universal health care starting in 2027. This is a...
Okay, I wanted just to briefly bring this one up because it's not going to be just 120 million Mexicans. It's going to be a fuck ton of Americans who are going to be jumping over for a piece of that action.
I used to date a girl who lived in this neighborhood, Jewish gal. Any Jews here? Hey, all right, get them. No, I'm kidding. Just joking. Good to have you. Thanks for tunneling.
By the way, this is a, not only a comical thing, but this is also like a bit of a social experiment, if you know what I mean. Regarding offensive jokes and how some people might get offended by it. Anyway, it's very interesting. Worth a watch.
Yeah. Ex-girlfriend was Jewish. Met her on that Jewish app, PayPal. All right. I'll be a little darker than the other guy as well. Not the black. But, you know, all right. Hey, thank you. Just joking. I'm a comedian. Don't worry. Just zingers. Okay. How about that Mom Donnie? Yeah, there you go. He won. I live next to a billionaire, so he was like, I'm praying to God he doesn't win. I was like, well, he won, so you better start praying 5 times a day. Oh, yeah. He was like, oh, he's a Muslim, though. He's going to be mean to women. I'm like, you're thinking of Cuomo. Okay. And they're like, well, he's anti-Semitic. I'm like, well, he's doing free buses, not trains. Okay. That's for the Jewish gal. All right. We're back. Cool. I know race is touchy, especially from my old honky face, but I think we're all... Thank you. Thank you, Queen. Okay. That was the gayest moment of my life. But, yeah. But, yeah, everybody's full of shit when it comes... I was talking to one guy at my last day job. I was like, hey, man, what's the name of that new girl and the new guy on the 5th floor, the really tall black guy? This guy goes, whoa, I don't see color. I was like, really? Come on. Really? So I looked this guy right in the eye, and I was like, hey, man, it's cool. I'm black. And he was like, no, you're not. And I'm like, aha. You may not be racist, but you are a liar. All right. Cool. I just got back from Mexico City doing some shows. That's a cool place, although you can't drink the water there, so I got the diarrhea. Yeah. I was at a bar. Bartender handed me a cocktail. I drank it. He goes, uh-oh, the ice cubes. You got to watch out for that ice, too. They'll take you out. He goes, I'm thinking about moving to America. You got any tips for me? I was like, yeah, watch out for ice. So, yeah, we kept in touch. He's in a cage now. But, sweet kid. Just joking. All right. I told that joke in Canada. Some guy goes, hey, I'm Mexican. I was like, whoa, you made it to level 2. Well done, senor.
The ice jokes were kind of like hard to listen to, but that's because I have immigrant family, so that's just like a personal hit home. So like I don't know what that would be or how that would be received by someone who doesn't have immigrant family or friends or stuff like that. I mean, we should all be very upset about what's going on, but you know, when something has like a hit home, then that makes it a little different. Yeah.
Mexico's old school. We went to a restaurant. The guy gave us the bill. My wife grabbed it. The guy goes, no, this is Mexico. The man must pay. We are traditional. We are old-fashioned. My wife was like, hey, I like that. I was like, whoa, you can't have an opinion? Okay. All right. Just jokes. All right. I'll dial it back. All right, let's do it. Well, let's think about Gen Z. You guys can't handle a joke, but you'll take a tongue in the ass. Yeah? All right. Okay. Any gay ladies? Hey, all right. Yeah, my old roommate was gay. Gay guys are the best. Fun, non-violent. You never meet any violent gay guys. There's no gay gangs. That would just be a musical. Yeah. My gay friend, he's obsessed with straight dudes. He's like, he calls it flipping a hetero. You know, he likes to try to flip them. He's like, you know how hard that is? You know how hard it is for me to go out every night? You know, talk to a guy you're trying to have sex with someone who doesn't want to have sex with you. I was like, that's exactly what it's like being a straight guy. He's like, no, you got to convince him for hours, take him out. I'm like, yeah, same. Yeah. So we went back and forth arguing about this for hours. Eventually, I woke up at his place. Trying to spice things up with the wife, you know. Somebody told me to watch porn with her. Yeah. So I was like, hey, all right. So I asked her about it. She goes, I like lesbian porn. I was like, I like interracial. So we compromised and watched a WNBA game. Yeah. All right.
What is funny to you? Like, what stood out in the show that you actually liked?
Dark stuff can be really funny. Like, I like dark humor a lot of the time, but I feel like it depends on who the person on stage is, if that makes sense. One joke that they might not have liked and then from another person might have been like kind of fine.
Now, do you think that's because like it's a man and you're like, I don't want to hear this from a man right now? Yeah.
I used to.
That stand-up comedian is fucking brilliant, by the way. All right.
What?
Are you suffering from? Really good.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, this meme AI thing came out after Trump said that he was a doctor instead of Jesus.
From a serious life-threatening illness, has your doctor told you you're probably going to die? My name is Dr. Donald Trump, and I have helped millions of patients with conditions just like yours. Cancer, heart disease, ALS, you name it. Conditions your doctor said were untreatable. I've seen them all, and I fixed them all. I use an advanced technique that the cheating medical establishment don't want you to know about. The results are, frankly, incredible. Nobody gets results like this. They're the greatest results.
They gave me 6 weeks to live, but then I called the hotline and was healed entirely through the phone.
I was clinically brain dead, and my wife was about to pull the plug when the doctor saved my life.
If you or someone you love is suffering, don't wait. Don't let the corrupt medical establishment tell you what's possible. Call 1-900-NOT-JESUS today. Let's make your health great again. Are you suffering?
All right.
That was lame.
Shit's getting weird. Part infinity.
I'm thinking about exposing my son's 7th grade basketball coach, Coach Cleveland.
Sometimes you got to expose these basketball coaches. As a former basketball coach myself, or trainer, I used to be a basketball trainer for the youth. You got to expose them, man. I mean, they don't be thinking about the kids. They be thinking about money, number one, and they be thinking about, winning. Now, you got to think about developing these children. What you got, man?
You don't return my call, the whole world finna know, even your wife, Michelle Cleveland. All right, to Michelle, I'm finna give you proof to let you know that I done sucked and ate your husband's ass out.
What?
Now, back to Coach Cleveland. You promised me that if I sucked and ate your ass, my son would make the basketball team.
I would like to renege what I said in the beginning. This is what you're exposing the coach about? That you ate his booty hole in exchange for the son being on the team? Listen, ma'am, you've done more damage to your son than racism. You need to go in and put your son in witness protection. Move to Czechoslovakia and help your son out because the little nigga can't go outside no more, man. Not in the immediate future. This is egregious. Is there more?
So, Michelle, your husband, to prove to you that I didn't ate your husband's ass, what's tatted on his ass? It says on his ass, be patient, bigger things are to come.
And on that note, I'm out of here. This is way more than I asked for at 9 o'clock in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. It's good luck, little nigga. Change your name, move to the south side of France, get a little job at the baguette
She's
store.
got to be taking the piss.
Start a new life.
Well, that was brilliant.
Shit.
Yeah. All right.
We haven't done anything. We're a totally peaceful racist group.
Oh, sorry, let's start again. This is all Freudian slip.
We haven't done anything. We're a totally peaceful racist group.
But I can tell you that we are not targeting anyone else in Gaza but civilians.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids. Wealthy.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape? How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen.
It's a tough case for him to make. Why is he bringing it?
Well, I think there's no question about it that he wants to humiliate President President Trump.
To Africa so that we can keep exploiting, so that we can exploring where we can get these minerals.
Which as a United States Senator, I was proud to co-sponsor, and then as Vice President.
Do not use other genocides to describe this one.
Caleb has persisted with the same gift. Grit.
We haven't done anything. We're a totally peaceful racist group.
To my friend Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla.
We
to my friend Charlie.
I think that's why I saved it. I think, why did I save this one? Okay, have you seen this volleyball player called Jordan Lucas? Check this out.
Look how he carrying on the volleyball court. Look how he twisting and twirling, and they can't do nothing about it.
Really
Spiked it on your hoe. Look at it. Oh, and then tooted it on.
He's making
I
volleyball.
am the birthday. That's how he feel out there on the court. He don't even play basketball, but he got a spot on Oklahoma City Thunder. They'll make room for him. Look at it. Look at it. Served it. Boom. Spiked it on your hoe. Clock it. You thought? Look how he's skipping around. They can't do nothing with him. Pound town. Look how he carrying on the volleyball.
All right, that'll do. One more, and then we'll.
Oh come on! I got a few. No. Let me just finish this off, man.
Oh right, okay. Well,
hello.
Bit dreary.
Hi, sorry to bother you. I missed out with your local reform team ahead of the election next month. Just checking if you might consider voting for reform at all.
Absolutely not. No thanks. I'd rather wank with a razor.
Really?
Yeah.
No problem. Have a nice day.
And you too.
That's
all right. This is an old one, but this is Mitch McConnell.
I'm sorry, I had a hard time hearing you.
That's okay. What are your thoughts on running for re-election in 2026?
What are my thoughts about what?
Running for re-election in 2026.
That's
Look at him.
Did you hear the question, Senator? Running for re-election in 2026? All right, I'm sorry, you all. We're going to need a minute. Senator. Benny.
Yep.
I don't know what he's having. Look, before I continue, I just want to say that this is why age limits. I've always been the type of guy regarding people going about term limits. I'm more of an age limit guy. You know, I don't want these fucking politicians being in their fucking 80s, still thinking that they are able to give, passing legislation with their boomingness. No, like once you're past retirement age, you shouldn't be anywhere near a political chamber in any capacity, in my opinion.
Yeah.
All right.
Even if we have good ones,
talk to the Trump.
It makes no difference. Across the board, let young people, because the young people are the ones suffering through it, as old people tend not to give a fuck. So, yeah, I agree.
These are the montage of all these bootlickers who are anti-Trump at one point.
Support us for a minute. I don't know who you are, and I don't know why you like this guy.
Whatever he does, he accuses everyone else of doing. The man cannot tell the truth, but he combines it with being a narcissist. A narcissist at a level I don't think this country's ever seen.
And my concern is that he would grab up that power and really treat the country as sort of his little bully fiefdom.
Donald Trump is everything I taught my children not to do in kindergarten.
He's been exploiting working Americans for 40 years.
He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot.
He says he's for the little guy, but he's actually built a lot of his businesses on the backs of the little guy.
You know, Donald Trump the other day said that, quote, if he tells a soldier to commit a war crime, the soldier will just go do it.
And I don't think Donald Trump has even read the Constitution, knows what's in the Constitution.
A toxic mix of demagoguery and mean-spiritedness and nonsense.
I just cannot support Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is a delusional narcissist and an orange-faced windbag.
Donald Trump is a con artist.
He doesn't know the difference between truth and lies. He lies practically every word that comes out of his mouth.
I think he's a kook. I think he's crazy. I think he's unfit for office.
And the moral of the story is Rick B. right wingers are lying fucking cunts who are opportunist motherfuckers who will bend the knee when it comes to fucking power. Fuck them. Fuck them all to hell.
This is nothing new. We know all this. Like these guys just they have no morals. They have no scruples. They flip on a dime. And the one thing that cracks me up with right wingers is because they're so narcissistic and so fucking just do not care. They just flip on a dime and just not care, and people just carry on like nothing. Whereas if the left winger, I mean, they still talk about Hassan about shit that he said 10 years ago. It's like, look, it's like you were calling everything about Trump under the sun, and now you're sucking his dick. So shut the fuck up, honestly. Like,
anyway, 6 more left.
Do people seriously think that the CEO of Tesco works harder than the people that you see on the shop floor or in the office?
Look, I know we live in an attention economy, all right, but you can't seriously be saying that a customer assistant at Tesco works harder than the CEO of Tesco.
Coming in hot with my first ever triple stitch. The real question isn't, does the CEO of Tesco work harder than the shop floor assistant? The question is, does the CEO of Tesco work 344 times harder than the shop floor
and that's
assistant?
where I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, because this is what I want to discuss, because this is my whole point. My whole point, because people actually talk about people who stack shelves and work in these particular industries at the bottom of the food chain as unworthy of earning the sort of money that CEO earns. You know how fucking hard it is to work at a McDonald's or work in a fucking supermarket, you know, having to keep shelves. I've done it, man. It is fucking physically very, very draining. Very, very difficult. And nobody, no CEO, nobody, no fucking Elon Musk, nobody earns 344 times more, 1 million times more, or whatever. Nobody earns or does the sort of work, nobody does the sort of work that value them to earn way more than the person at the bottom of the food chain. Nobody should be earning more than at least should be earning only maybe 5 to 6 times more than the lowest common denominator, in my personal opinion. Maybe I'm willing to go up to 10 times more to be nice, but that's it. Nothing more than that. I don't know what say you.
Like you telling me that because you attend a few meetings and work, 35, 40 hours, that you're worth millions compared to the person that's literally, if it wasn't for the person stacking your shelves, okay, we saw this during COVID. It's not for the person stacking your shelves. You're fucked. You have no business. And this is what I can't stand. I cannot stand the pay discrepancy between your CEO and your average worker. It should be capped at 5, 6 times. I know Zach Polanski's talking like capping it at 10 times. But
I'm fine with that. It's not that bad.
It depends. If it's a CEO of a company if it's privately owned, fine. But if it's like with shareholders and all this kind of shit, no, absolutely not. No, because you are literally stealing your workers' wages. That's what you're doing. So, and you're just giving it to a couple of cunts who've bought some arbitrary shares in a company that are ultimately meaningless if the world collapsed tomorrow. But the shelf stacker is going to be the one that's going to keep you going. So
as you said, rightfully so. Like during COVID, we saw that people who empty our bins. These are the jobs, by the way, that the society used to mock, and they became the most. People who clean toilets. You know how nasty and a disgusting job that is to clean other people's shit and piss. Especially public toilets where people take the piss by fucking throwing newspaper and toilet and trying to block the drains and stuff like that, and you're there fucking cleaning up their excrement and whatever. It's a disgusting job. They deserve to get paid massively to do that sort of work. If you clean toilets, you deserve to get paid, incredibly well, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, I was one of the people at school. I used to get a lot of flack with this because you know what kids are like. Well, they'll be like, you're going to be flipping fries at McDonald's. You're going to be sweeping the streets and all this. And I was that one kid that was always like, you do realize that if we don't have bin men, street sweepers, cleaners, burger flippers, you don't eat and you walk in shit and all this kind of shit. And they're just, It's just like, no, listen, you could be a banker if you want to be, but if your job in industry collapsed tomorrow, the rest of the world will still carry on. We'll find other ways to fucking monetize things and grow food and you know, all this kind of shit. They're like, it just shows you how pointless their jobs are. And yet here we are 5 years after COVID, and these fuckers' pay has tripled and our pay's gone down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Guillotine now.
Last few.
Yeah.
White people, please explain.
It's illegal for you to have any at the park. Okay. Just inform me.
I know they always kick me out, so if they kick me out, I'll go, but...
Okay, just letting you know. I do not want a physical cop.
Are you a cop?
No.
Okay, let a cop be a cop. You're not a cop, right?
What? They're coming? I didn't say that. I said I'll tell you that the cops told me it's illegal for you to have any evidence at the park.
Please, this really needs to be studied. Like, what is it that's in y'all's fucking DNA to where y'all just can't mind your fucking business?
Supremacy and privilege.
Why do y'all have so much fuck to give?
Also, you're going to keep going on about that, but also the fact that guy is talented. Look at the way he was playing that fucking guitar. Like, listening to it was beautiful. I would love to be walking around the area with somebody playing music like that, you know, listening to that shit. And then you got some fucking white Kevin telling this guy, you know what, I don't like it. I don't like seeing your dreads and your talent and shit like that. And me, some podgy white dude, you know, you're making me feel inferior when I'm supposed to be the master race. All of that shit fucking plays a part. Subconsciously, consciously, it plays a part in these motherfuckers' decisions and what they fucking do. What's it?
So, yes and no. I'm going to be a bit controversial here. I hate buskers. I hate them. I think they ruin the atmosphere, mainly because the majority of them are shit. So when I was in Stratford-upon-Avon, I had 3 of them within like enough distance from each other where if you're near that busker, you can't hear the other busker, but where there was no fucking place where I could sit and enjoy the river in peace and quiet because I could hear all 3 of the fuckers. And I got really fucking annoyed.
All right, look, three buskers, you know, with their music all overlaying each other is one thing, but this guy, look at him, he's fucking cool as fuck.
I don't care if he's talented as fuck. I don't want to hear that in the middle of a street. If I'm trying to relax.
Really? You're a fucking boomer.
Yeah, I am. This is the one area where
we're moving on. We're moving on. All right. There's one thing we don't agree on. All right.
Well, Sesame Street just made Habibi the word of the day with Elmo for Arab American Heritage Month. A quick break from teaching our American kids basic English and values to make sure they learn Arabic pet names first.
Imagine talking about basic English when you cannot pronounce 2-syllable words like Arab, Iran, or Iraq. But with that being said, here's the newest thing that has MAGA pissing their pants. It is Rami Youssef on Sesame Street.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I'm Rami Youssef.
Oh, it's Elmo's Elmo. Mr. Rami, what does salam alaikum mean?
Well, salam means peace, and it's a way to say hello in Arabic.
Oh, cool. Oh, salam alaikum, everybody.
Elmo and I are here to wish all of you a happy Arab American Heritage Month.
Yeah, happy Arab American Heritage Month.
I'm so proud of my Arab heritage, and I'm so happy to share this month with my fellow Arabs and Elmo. So, thanks, Habibi.
Oh, wait a minute. What's Habibi?
Oh, it's an Arabic word for a special friend.
Really? Happy Arab American Heritage Month, Habibi. We love you.
That truly horrifying rhetoric from
So you can understand the right wing are losing their shit over this. You know, if a Jewish person was there on Sesame Street talking about fucking Hanukkah, or as I like to call it, Chaka Khan, with the way it's spelled, you know, and all of that shit, and they mentions some terms in Hebrew, nobody would batter an eyelid.
Not
Islam or just speaking Arabic, not even to do with Islam, just speaking Arabic, people are losing their fucking shit. You know what I mean? It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
And it's fucking America for you.
There is no more prosecuted group in this side of the millennium than Muslims in this fucking world. Not a single, not even close to what Muslims. They're literally being wiped off the face of the earth. All their countries are being bombed to shit. And yet, you know, but here in this country, you know, some horrible anti-Semitic attacks happen, and the media like cries like it's the end of the fucking world.
Hold on. Yeah, well, he's the only one who gave a shit. Everyone else was happy. So fuck Kevin, even autistic or not. All right. Don't say another thing, Ginger. All right, onto this one.
Hey, y'all, come look at this. Someone who was Pakistani raped an English girl.
What difference does it make you?
Okay, whatever. I'm just using it as an example.
Whatever.
I'm just using it as an example. But in general, they do tend to rape young British girls.
Rape is rape.
Yeah, but they do prioritise. Pakistani rapists do tend to prioritise young English white girls. That is,
so do white rapists.
Yeah, but that's our problem.
What? You care whether if it's someone of colour raping them.
Why are we bringing colour into it? If you're not
you just said a Pakistani person is, I guess, a person of colour. And
so what? If you're a Pakistani rapist, you should be deported.
You think you should be deported, not sent to prison?
No. Why should me, as the taxpayer, have to pay for a foreigner in our?
What if they're not going to be jailed in Pakistan?
That's not our problem.
It's more of a problem for the person who's been raped, isn't it?
Why?
Because they
you're saying like a justice element. Ah, well.
If you're going to quote the idea of a Pakistani rapist, why is it wrong to rape if they're Pakistani, but not wrong to rape, or more wrong to rape if they're English, if they can go back and not get punished?
Great question, and you know, so you make a really, really good point.
It's a good argument.
It's a very valid argument, and I would say
argument of justice, whether justice exists.
I would say let's assume somebody came and raped, and let's say someone who was Pakistani raped an English girl.
What difference does it make you?
Okay, whatever. I'm just using it as an example.
Whatever.
I'm just using it as an example. But in general, they do tend.
What an idiot! He's trying to be like Charlie Kirk, and he can't even. Like it doesn't matter. Like what a rapist is a rapist. Yes, there is an issue with people that come over here and do it, but we do it, and we also do it abroad. We have how many hundreds of thousands of fucking nonsense in Thailand? Sex tourists. We go abroad. Yeah. We diddle kids, but nothing. Not a fucking word. You know what I mean? There's no difference to people coming over here and doing it. Justice is justice, and rarely do you find fucking justice for these victims either. And if it does happen, prison sentence. I mean, if it was up to me, if somebody raped, it would be a life sentence, and then yeah, definitely deportation. Like the one good thing. Just quickly before we move on as well, the one good thing I'd say what the Labour government did is they're deporting more people now than the Tory government did. And whilst some of it is not great, what they have done, which is good, my neighbour who was a victim of domestic violence, damn near was in a coma because of her ex-husband. He only got 4 years, by the way. He nearly killed her, but he only got 4 years. He served the 4 years and he was immediately deported back to his country, which was good. And these weren't Muslims, these were fucking dyed-in-the-wool white people from the Balkans. Okay? And he got deported straight away. Like as soon as his sentence was done, he said, "You're off." And I thought, fucking brilliant, because he can't get to her. Because my biggest fear was once his sentence is done, it's going to come after her. But he's been deported back home, and they're not from the same country. They're from the same region, but not from the same country. So he can't even go to her country either as a result, because her country acted immediately and said, right, this person is permanently banned from entering. I thought that was great of that country. And the one good thing that we did here was serve your time and off you fuck. And that's how it should be. Serve your time and get deported. Don't need that here. But
anyway, on
to
the next one.
Yep.
This is a 6.7 million comedy sketch.
Yeah, bro, I can't go. I already told you.
I do not get this.
You don't get what?
I don't get you guys. I mean, you guys just do everything that your moms say to do. It's kind of like I'm not even hanging out with my friends. It's like I'm hanging out with your moms.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Galib, you've always wanted to be a background dancer, and what are you now?
A dentist.
A dentist, and whose dream was that? my mom's. Andreas! What? You're 35 years old, married, with children, and you live with your mom still? She lives with me. I don't live with her. Might be time to move out. Something to think about. Valentino, every time I want to go get sushi with you, get some food, have a night out on the town, what do you say? Oh, I cannot go because my mom is home cooking enchiladas.
You don't have to do the accent.
Oh, I cannot go and eat because my mom is making a bean and cheese burrito dish for my entire family. You can't ever go out and eat food, ever. Bean and cheese burritos are delicious. Richard, you're still afraid of your mom. Do you realize how strong and powerful you are? You can easily overpower your mom physically.
His mom is way stronger than you think.
Let's move on from you. Anwar.
Yeah?
You couldn't even enjoy yourself on our trip to Cabo San Lucas because your mom was calling you 24/7 and you had to keep picking up the phone.
That is not true.
Who is that, Anwar?
It's my mom.
Don't you guys see? You guys are cultural stereotypes and you don't even see it. Open your eyes, look in the mirror.
Guys, we've literally been living our mom's dreams. We've been doing what our moms want. I think it's time we regain our lives back and do what we want.
Yes!
I'm a grown man. Are you a grown man?
Yeah, baby. Woo!
That's what I'm talking about.
Yes!
Yeah, I think you're right. I have to follow my dream. I'm gonna be a dancer.
Maybe take some classes first, but that's good.
I'm moving out.
Yeah!
Yes!
And I'm gonna start eating meatloaf. Enchiladas give me gas.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly!
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna block my mom.
Yes!
Yeah, baby.
See, you don't need to be afraid of your moms. Do something, Anwar.
I'm not gonna do anything, bro. I'm gonna have to go back home to that. You guys do something. I don't know.
I got this.
Okay.
Hey, lady. He's not afraid of you.
Yeah.
¿Qué dijiste, güey?
Mama?
Oh, God. Oh, shit. Where are you going?
I'm getting a strategic vantage point from over here so I can direct you guys. It's a battle strategy. Just focus on them. Don't worry about me. Oh!
What are they doing?
Chip! Chancla! Chinelas! Chapal! Aku po ako!
You know, you could sue.
Yeah, bro, I can't go.
That's brilliant.
They
I
want
love
to
that.
introduce a patriotic curriculum. Let's see what that says, right? What does it say? Any teaching about a period or example of British or European imperialism or slavery must be paired with the teaching of a non-European occurrence of the same to ensure balance. That's interesting, isn't it? It's quite fun, I suppose, yes, because history is quite woke, isn't it? How would that work? You know, yeah, yes, Hitler was a baddie, you know, but what about Genghis Khan? Sure, the British Empire did a few boo-boos, but what about Genghis Khan? Yes, Boris Johnson has a lot of children. But what about Genghis Khan? They want to...
Finally, we're going to end with your favourite, Jeffrey Epstein.
My fellow Jeffrey Cans, Iran is threatening...
A nasty dunk from Big Jeff!
I got a buddy who's an expert on these things. Let me bring him in and he'll have a look at it. And where's the rest of the files?
What the hell are you hiding from us?
That's fantastic. Really bright and savory.
Time to rock and roll, boys.
It's an Ayatollah. I'm here to see some Bazunga.
You know and love him. Come on out, Mr. President!
We have
have an amazing deal. Round and round it goes. Surge in gas prices reach record highs. We divided you up into two teams, red and blue. An entire country of zombies. Get out! Sell, sell, sell! It's time to wake up America. Your lives depend upon it. My fellow...
Nice one,
I can't get enough of the Jeffrey Epstein AI, and that is my TikTok treasures, ladies and gentlemen, built up over the last few months of me going on TikTok pretty much every day, every night. You know what I also do as well, Ginge, is like, as we all both probably do, we have to wake up in the middle of the night to take a piss or a shit, or a piss, basically. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to surf TikTok a little bit before I go to bed. And before you know it, I'm awake for 3 hours, and I thought, fuck, I now have to get out of bed in 5 minutes, and now I want to actually fall asleep. But yeah, that's my TikTok treasures.
How often does that happen?
Almost every day. Like, I'm gonna go. Funny enough, because I didn't work today, and I've done very, very little driving. All I did was drive to the tattoo parlor and back, which was not far from my house. I don't need to charge my car, which means I won't have to stay up till midnight tonight, which means I can go to bed early, which I will be doing. But I will still probably wake up about 5, 6 in the morning to take a piss, because that's how I am now,
That's the
my job, I will be working tomorrow morning. I have a job at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll have to go to Archway to pick up somebody, take them to Heathrow Airport, and I'm picking somebody up from Teddington, taking them to Heathrow Airport, and then after that, I'll be hanging around Heathrow Airport, waiting for some rando, hopefully an American tourist. Please, all I want is American tourist. That's all I want. They tip, and all the dollars I've got, and I've got loads of dollars. I've got hundreds of dollars, over $300 I've got over 12 years, 13 years, if I'm American tourists. So.
Yeah. You need to cash
I've got over $300, and I've got over about $100 100 euros, and I've got this one banknote that I don't know what the fuck it is, but still, or whatever. I think it might be a Northern Irish £10 note. I think, but
all right, yeah, cash them in now, right before the currencies change.
I know the moment I cash it in, okay, I'm going to be going to America now. Oh, I did have the dollars, but I've already cashed them in. But fuck it.
What are you going to go to America for? You're not going anytime soon. At least for
I would love to. You're right about that. But still, I want to see Daniel Vance. I want to see Cheeto. I want to see Jose. I want to meet you. Me and you.
Too.
We've spoken to these guys for years.
Yeah.
We never met them in the flesh. Dan at the block and Winnie and all these people. I want to meet them. I want to see him. Yeah.
Oh, mate, I know people all over the fucking world.
You're the rando. Oh, thank you, Daniel Vance. You better tip me, mate, as well, man. Best tip I've ever got from an American. The best tip I've ever got generally is £100 from this Hindu guy. Funny enough, I picked him up. He picked him up from King's Cross Station, but he lives in Dubai. You remember these things because of the person tipping you £100. But the best tip I've ever got from an American is $40.
Nice.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Very nice. Best tip I ever got as a builder was £50 from a Scotsman. And that's because he was very happy that we managed to get the coving up for him in record time of the whole day to spare, because he was really just fucking itching to get in. And the day he was about to move in, one of the workers fell through the ceiling. Like, they were up in the loft and they fell through the plasterboard. Luckily, they landed on the bed, but the bed broke as well. So that was a whole fucking thing. But that was the most hilarious. All you hear is the thickest Glaswegian accent just swearing at this random fucking builder. But yeah, that was the only best.
By the way, I showed you this pre-stream, but just showing off my tattoos, which I got here on my arms here. This one I got today, and my God, man, like, it fucking hurt at times, man. Like, this guy's got this fucking, he's basically got a sewing machine, like that, with ink inside it. But it's really cool because his tattoo device is cordless. He's not like one of these like big things with a fucking massive pipe that goes towards the ink. No, it's cordless, and he's got, by the way, he's got a whole array of old school tattoo machines, but he's using a cordless one. But this thing is just like fucking like that, like a sewing machine going in and out of my fucking skin. Hurts like a motherfucker.
Yeah, it goes in
You know what I
quite
mean?
deep. It goes in like 5-6 layers. Yeah.
I mean, this one's almost complete. By the way, like it started because what people don't realize is that once the ink is, I mean, they have to put plastic like this one. Yeah, they have to put plastic on it and shit like that. But after 3 days, you can remove the plastic. The reason why you have to have plastic, it stops your arm from scabbing because you've just had a fucking needle poke itself hundreds and hundreds of fucking times all over your fucking arm. So it stops the scabbing, which is why. But then after a while, the ink itself, it does peel, and what remains is what's ingrained in your skin. So nearly all of this has come off on this side. It's almost all peeled. So
yeah.
So yeah, I love it because like I said, I've always got my arms exposed, and I'm gonna do a bit more. I'm gonna do a bit more here and a bit more here, but need my arms to heal first. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, you can't. Go back in a couple of more weeks and
All the
then
sleeves in the sun.
top it
I
up.
want to expose them, man. I want to take them out the sun.
No, he's
Yeah,
saying
anyway.
if you want to keep those things looking good, so less faded.
Yeah.
Moisturize it often as well. That's what.
Yeah, I've got this. He told me to buy this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I told him, by the way, I wanted personally, I wanted like with this one and this one, like, I wanted just to creep onto my hand a little bit, so it's still in a way hidden. But if I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, but there's a tiny little something just sticking out the cuff, showing that he might have a tattoo there or something like that, So yeah, that's why I wanted it. So yeah.
Yes. So, on that note, anyone been watching Daredevil? Keeping up with Daredevil?
I'm glad actually you brought Daredevil up because I wanted to quickly do our review. This the latest episode. Daniel's dead. Have I ever ruined it for you?
No, spoilers for everyone else, by the way. Spoilers. We're going to talk spoilers now. When I give a thumbs up again, and we'll stop talking spoilers. Yeah, I cheered that on. Couldn't stand. What fucking. He's nothing like his.
You know what? Buck's my favorite character.
Buck is brilliant. I love Buck.
Buck is brilliant. Buck is fucking brilliant because he's not like a super villain. He's just a henchman. He's just an assassin. Stone cold killer. No need for an origin like Bullseye has.
Ex-British Armed Forces, killing machine. That's it. Love it. Sometimes you don't need over-bloated, convoluted origin stories. Just
Please don't kill Buck off.
A mercenary. You know
Please don't kill off Buck. I'm really worried. I'm really worried that because there's some sort of redemption going on for Bullseye, which I'm not a fan of. Bullseye should be a villain, man. No fucking gray area.
Yeah, I don't want this villain redemption of Bullseye.
But I have a bad feeling that Bullseye is going to kill Buck.
Yeah.
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 And
because Buck is like really accurate with his shooting kind of thing. But you know that they're just gonna have it out at the end.
Also, like I genuinely thought at one point when the governor was being killed, I thought it was Lady Muse, the shrink, who finally like embraced Muse, and I thought she was killing the governor until Bullseye came along and killed that person. It was just a regular assassin, I guess.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to that, to her becoming Lady Muse. And what is it in comic books about shrinks being the inmate that runs the fucking asylum? It could be that lady. It could be Harley Quinzel. It could be fucking Jonathan Crane.
Hugo Strange. Yeah.
Hugo Strange. They're all fucking crazy. Fucking these shrinks, man.
Yeah.
Never trust a psychologist, a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Sorry?
It's becoming a tiresome trope.
Comic book psychiatrists, they're fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Watcher's appearance was unexpected. I don't remember seeing the Watcher in Daredevil. Did I miss something, or is he just joking? I want to see Bullseye and Bucky together at some point. a conversation they might have.
I
Why?
don't know.
When
Like,
did they meet in the
I just
MCU?
want to see. I just want to see Bullseye being a bit more mischievous and just being a pain in the ass, and being a pain in the ass, like being a gun for hire, whether it be for Fisk or whoever, and just doing what he does best, which is killing people in various crazy forms with anything he has
Yeah,
at hand.
I don't want a redemption. He's murdered a shitload of people. He doesn't get redeemed, but also don't kill him off. You know what I mean? Like,
Of course
don't
not.
do
Yeah,
that thing. You can't kill him off. You need him kind of recurring. Is there going to be a series 3?
yeah, they're making it as we speak.
Okay, fuck for that. That's good. Yeah, because I mean, episode 7 was the weaker of the ones. Because I mean, for a penultimate episode, the ending was fantastic. I loved that. I was so happy to see that character get offed.
He redeemed himself. He did though. He did redeem himself. But yeah, you're right. Jessica Jones has been in a couple of times, and Luke Cage was mentioned.
Yes,
which would be interesting. Yeah,
yeah.
so
Yes.
we'll
So
see.
hopefully, the end of it is where we have the defenders. I don't want them in this one, so you've got something to look forward to for the next series. So yeah, I mean it's been great apart from episode 7, but again that's like a 6 out of 10 rather than say everything else has been like 8, 9s, and 10s. But
Jessica's daughter is Luke Cage's daughter, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
In the comic books,
it was in a comic
so
book. No, wait,
she ends up being Captain America, that girl, in the comic books. Because she's so fucking powerful.
Jessica Jones and Luke Cage in the comic books, yeah.
But the funny thing is, like Luke Cage, he finally ended up having a relationship with Night Nurse, which is what's her face's character, Ahsoka's character. Why the hell's her name escaping me?
Rosario Dawson.
Dawson, yeah.
Who is married to Cory Booker, the politician.
He's a lucky fuck, man. You know what I mean?
Fuck. She's stunning. Absolutely stunning. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they ended up having a relationship, but yeah, I don't know if that is Luke Cage's kid. I'm not hoping it is, but they didn't really allude to it because if you watch the Netflix series,
well, Luke Cage has fucked around, man. Luke Cage has fucked everybody, man. I haven't seen. By the way, it'd be cool to see Misty Knight at some point. You know,
yeah, Misty Knight and Colleen Wing. I want to see as well. You know, I want to see all them. They're all around there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it'll be good to see all those characters come back and go full fucking circle. Not some stupid Puma midget fucking dwarf character thing. It's just like I don't give a shit about that. I want to see the more established kind of characters, not the obscure ones. But yeah, I'm gutted it's the last episode next week. I think they should just do 10 episodes to show, right?
I don't want to debate this, because I don't want to ruin the stream when we have it. But Cheeto and I are having a little discussion regarding, is Marvel back? Yeah, because the last couple of films haven't been too bad in Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. Marvel Wonder Man is actually very good. If I recommend people watch that. It's very good, even though it's got no action in it. It's so well written. It doesn't need the action scenes. Obviously, Daredevil is done really well, and
Marvel Man's getting a second. Wonder Man's getting a second series.
Yep, and then Spider-Man will be coming out soon, and we've also got the Punisher shorts as well coming out. If they turn out to be really good, and everything seems to be...
Punisher one's in 2 weeks' time. That's coming out.
Yeah, exactly. And so if that turns out to be really good, and obviously so far what we've been getting from Marvel has been pretty good, and then we cap it off with Doomsday. Is Marvel back? You know, I don't always answer that because I want you to join us for that fucking stream when me and Cheetah decide to talk about.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I won't say anything then. Yeah, I'll say nothing. But yeah, just let me know when that stream is.
Also, let's go on to The Boys. Probably watched the episode there.
Oh yes, spoilers. More spoilers if you haven't watched it. So that episode started off like I was like, "What is it? What is the fucking point of this? What is it?" And then just as it went on, it just got better and better and better. And then they killed off my beloved Firecracker. You bastards!
They kind of done a herogasm with this episode in a way, like regarding the craziness of it by the end, and
the batshitness of it. But
it's really cool. Like our main characters, our boys, really had a backseat in this episode. We really followed the villains.
You didn't need them. They really didn't even need to be in this episode because all the other stuff was great. Like I hate to say it, but the boys are not the best part of the show at all. It's all the Homelander stuff, the Patriot stuff, the Sage's stuff, Ashley's stuff. That's stuff that I like. The boys are just they're sitting there having their fucking annoying heart-to-heart moments and speeches that ruin Stranger Things. Stop. What is it with Americans? I need this conflict resolution all the time. Just stop it. Be a bit more shallow. Just stop fucking having to. Oh, shall we talk? Let's talk. No, fuck off with that. You completely derail a show and the pacing of a show when you have to have everything has to be a bloody heart-to-heart moment. What makes the boys good when it's at its best is when it's just being shitty. In the sense that everyone's just being shitty, like the cameos. The cameos were so great, and just seeing them all get fucking slaughtered by the speedrunner was awesome. Your Seth Rogen's, what's his name, Cash Patel guy, whatever. They all fucking look the same. All you lot look the same to me.
McLovin.
Yeah, McLovin.
MacGruber.
MacGruber. Yeah.
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 Yeah, so that was a cool little kind of meta moment.
But the fact that they all got killed off, which was brilliant,
Yeah,
and I knew Soldier Boy was going to defend Homelander,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And so him doing all of that, and it became gory and bloody and beautiful, and I fucking loved it. Now regarding Firecracker, which was the most interesting part of the series, of the episode so far.
Oh, did he? Oh, that's a shame. The dog that plays Terror died.
Oh, that's it. That is a shame.
Stop breeding bulldogs. Stop breeding pugs. Let those breeds die or crossbreed them out of.
They have breathing problems. Those dogs, like, you can hear it.
Yeah, they're so inbred that they have a lot of health problems. I really have an issue with people that buy these dogs. I really do, because you are a sadistic fuck. They're cute. They're not cute. A dog with a mushy nose and breathing difficulties.
I agree. I agree that the issue with the breeding of it, but I don't blame everyone who buys it because some people just don't know.
They should. I'm sorry. There's no ignorance is not issues. They should know. They should know. In the same way, like you and I have issues with people that clip wings for birds. You know what I mean? It's the same fucking thing. Stop doing it. Become interested. Like the trending dog of the last couple of years now is a Dachshund. Perfect. They're fine. You know what I mean? Even though those have been bred to have shorter legs and longer, they don't have long, complicated health issues. They might have like the odd back problem. Like my auntie had Archie, and Archie was a Dachshund, and he damaged his spine, but that's because he was chasing a fucking pigeon and he hit the door at an angle and all this. But at least those dogs don't have breathing difficulties and overall health problems. And Archie lived comfortably until he was 18 years old. So, if the Dachshunds become a trend, keep that. That's a good trend to have. Let the pugs and let the fucking French bulldogs and the British bulldogs die out. It's really
new retro pugs have been bred to be more healthy. That's good breeding.
Yeah, they're being crossbred with Jack Russells, so they're getting longer noses as well, which is good to see. Because my friend Keith, because they were going to get a pug, and I yelled at him. I said, "Don't you fucking dare get a crossbreed with a Jack Russell, because at least it's got the long nose and it won't have the health problems, and so that's what they got. 15 years they've had him now. Dachshunds have bad back and kidneys. I had them all my life. We share bad. Oh right. Oh okay. Well, they have bad. I know about the back thing because they were breeded to be a bit longer, but it's not. It's nowhere near as bad as like the fucking pugs and the British bulldogs and all this kind of stuff. You know.
Okay, back to the boys though. How many episodes have we got left? But I feel like we're coming to the climax.
3 left. There's 8 episodes.
Left. 8 episodes.
Yeah,
and there's no Gen V characters.
You know what? I didn't get to talk about Firecracker. I didn't like that death. That annoyed me. 2 reasons. Number 1, she's really hot. But number 2, that's such a bitch way to die. Like, I wanted to see her die fighting the boys or something crazy. But
I
just
don't mind that because it's not everything's got to be like a fight with the boys or whatever. Like I like the fact that she was banging Soldier Boy, kind of gave a few home truths because she's a more of a Christian fundamentalist, but she sold out, and in a way she almost deserved to fucking die. She should what she did with a pastor calling him a fucking nonce.
Yeah, but that's what I wanted to see more. That I wanted to see the fallout from that, but instead they just killed her off, kind of thing. Oh, okay, it doesn't have to be the boys that she dies with. It could be like from.
Have you noticed though? Once again, like this show doesn't try to purposely do resemblances of what's happening currently, but it just seems to be so on the nose. Because Homelander is Donald Trump without a fucking doubt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you see the brown nosing by the rest of the cabinet when it comes to Donald Trump. Like I wouldn't say Soldier Boy is JD Vance. He's probably more like a Melania, if anything, you know, regarding how he doesn't give a fuck about Homelander and he's able to be the one person who could take the piss out of him and still live to tell the tale. So Homelander is Donald Trump, and you see the rest of the cabinet constantly kissing his ass and agreeing, disagreeing every time, or agreeing with one thing, and then when he disagrees with them, they change their mind instantly on a flip. Like it's unbelievable. The resemblances is crazy.
The deep is Lindsey Graham, 100% Lindsey Graham. That's who he reminds me of. Like the absolute deep throating he does of Homelander is just shocking.
Yeah, well, he's absolutely scared of him as well. And by the way, Black Noir, brilliant. They're gonna do a miracle thing with Black Noir and make him speak, and you know, and they're gonna say that Homelander done it. They are genuinely trying to make Homelander Jesus.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
But that's what he wanted. That's what they're gonna do. You know what I mean? They're scared because he'll just destroy them. The season was marketed so much different. Well, that's what I mean. Like all that stuff that you guys saw in the trailer, I didn't see the trailers.
I didn't watch the trailers.
Yeah, they're gonna shove it all in like the fucking last episode and make it a flustercluck. You know, we've got to calm down with filler episodes. Like if this is your last series, you have to every episode needs to be a relentless banger leading up to the finale. Don't give me twiddling around doing fuck all. Although this episode did end up being good, it still could have been considered as a filler episode. You know, but it just don't leave it to like the last episode, and don't do any fucking flashbacks, and don't do any conflict resolutions and fucking soppy moments. Just go all out, let everyone fucking die, just like they did in the comic book, and go out with a bang, because they're not doing it. They're doing a prequel. They've cancelled Gen V, which was the right decision because it was awful.
I like Gen V.
Of course you did. You watch any fucking trash TV, so you're not exactly a metric that can be used to judge on what's good quality.
I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Just being a bitch, yeah.
It continues the story of all of this shit, and I want to stay in this universe.
Well, they're doing a prequel.
And now
I'm interested in the prequel.
Yeah, they're doing a prequel. I don't give a fuck about that. I mean, I'll watch it and all of that, but I want to keep going forward. I want to know what's going to with the aftermath of all of this. I think Gen V could do that.
They will need to do like an aftermath thing, you know, which is like you can't just do like that's the show done and that's it. We need like a couple of episodes, like just call it the boys aftermath or whatever. Because I always find
that's what Gen V's Freeze and Free could be that.
Say it again.
You know what I mean? Gen V season 3 could be the aftermath season.
No, that's all right.
You
No,
know?
do its own thing because Gen V is just fucking atrocious. But what if they all die though? I mean, they cancelled it because they might all die. There is that possibility.
I don't know. I mean, it's weird in a way. I like the fact that we are killing off a lot. I mean, characters now, but we are on the final season. Like A-Train died on episode 1, and now Firecracker's dead. I'm surprised none of the main characters from The Boys are dead. But I wouldn't be surprised if one of them dies.
I want Frenchie to be the fucking first to die. Zionist cunt. Yeah.
Look, I know this is a bit weird, but I've heard differences regarding him. That he's no longer that person, and he just talks about his past, like he was that person. He was the Zionist, and he talks about what was his time in the IDF, but people misconstrued that shit as him bragging about it and talking about how much he liked it, when that's not really the case. That's not who he is anymore.
Well, remains to be seen. If he's not that person, he renounces what he'd done. That's fine. You know, if they can fucking let Graham Plattner off, who's a literal fucking Nazi, they can let him off.
I'm gonna be that guy who forgives him, because I see his rhetoric. I see people who've turned around, Ginger. People who were deep in the fucking in the shit, and they managed to realize how fucked up they were, and they got themselves out of it. And I see Graham Plattner, and don't get me wrong, I'm not going to let this guy fool me. You know, there's all types of people in the past who you've like Fetterman, for instance, and then they turn out to be
example of that. Yeah, absolutely.
Was that guy on YouTube as well? He used to talk about religion and stuff like that, and then he turned out to be a bit of a
Thunderfoot,
bit of a cunt. No, the old guy. No, but back more are they?
Yeah, well, where?
No. He would go on about Islam and stuff like that a lot.
Riff?
No, it wasn't part of our contingent. Just somebody we watched.
Oh, what, the old English man?
Yeah,
Pat. What's his name?
Pat Condell. Pat Condell. Yeah, you realize you see the wood through the trees, and you realize this guy's a cunt. Joe Rogan, another one. Yeah,
Sargon of Akkad, because Sargon was part of that contingent. He was.
I never watched Sargon.
Oh, right. Well,
so I
again,
can't really
he was
say.
brilliant at dismantling a religion, but it just turned out to be an absolute far right cunt.
Exactly. So if I see Plattner going off the rails, I'll be the first one to call it out.
Yeah, but the fundamental difference here, we're not talking about his policies and his politics. Yeah, you could have been a former Nazi and redeem yourself. The guy's a fucking mass murderer. The guy toured and did wars for fun. He worked with BlackRock. You know, there is a fundamental, like, you can fight and advocate. Look, if you're not going to face justice, then advocate for your wrongdoing. But you should not be fucking allowed, in the same way a rapist and a nonce should not be allowed in office.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Now, because he will never face justice, if he does come in and does amazing things, at least he can redeem himself in that way. Sometimes the devil you know is the devil you know. Sometimes you've got to make peace with some atrocious individuals if it's for the greater
I'm just saying, like being a rapist and nonce is bad, but like being a rapist and nonce is bad, and I'm not saying being a murderer it isn't, but he could easily have fallen for the propaganda of saying I'm trying to save America and shit like that, and then I'm going to kill all the bad guys.
For sure.
And that's what he might have assumed. And I just feel like if he's woken up, so to speak, and maybe he's seen the fucking light. And I have to, as much as somebody's done atrocious things, as long as he isn't a nonce or a fucking rapist, I'm willing to give him a fucking pass. If he knows what he did was bad and he wants to make the world a better place.
He's not going to face justice for his mass murders, so he might as well do the next best thing and become a politician where he can get away with it and just at least do it for the greater good, which is acceptable. You know what I mean? How you redeem yourself and also compensate.
I don't watch any old show. if it feels, I don't watch any old show, but I think to myself, you know what? If it's worth a go, I'll give it a go.
Then there are humanly possible for anyone else.
Bloodhounds is worth watching, by the way. Bloodhounds, I do recommend that. Yeah.
But yeah, I can barely keep up with the boys in Daredevil, let alone watch new shows.
I haven't even started watching. I haven't started watching Invincible, and I will watch it.
I'll
when I
give
can
up
be
on it.
asked. And I'm kind of. I'll tell you what I want to watch. I'll tell you really what I want to watch. It's an old show. I want to watch Boston Legal.
Oh, it's a great show. Love Boston Legal.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Because when I see little clips of it pop up on my social media, I think to myself, "Damn, William Shatner is finally being able to be William Shatner for once in his life."
Mate,
you know what I mean?
One thing that never gets talked enough about was the brilliant on-screen chemistry between James Spader and William Shatner. Like, William Shatner is the main reason I watched that show, because although it was the guy that wrote Ally McBeal, which was, I liked that show, I enjoyed it for what it was, it did get a bit tedious. Whereas Boston Legal, I think there's 4 series of it, and it was great. It was brilliant. It was, your standard legal dramas, but William Shatner makes everything he's in. It could be the biggest piece of shit, but you're going to watch something that William Shatner's performance is just going to blow it out of the water. Like, I remember,
which is why I want to watch it, because he's no longer being a stoic character, who is loved by everyone. He's being that arsehole that everybody fucking hates. Yeah. And that's who William Shatner is in real life. He's an arsehole that everybody hates.
Yeah, in the show, he's like tough but fair, because he's like the boss of the legal firm. So he's just doing what's best for his firm and all this kind of shit. But he's brilliant character. Underrated character. Like I always say, the 3 best things that I loved of Shatner was obviously, Star Trek, when he played the giant head in Third Rock from the Sun, and his character in Boston Legal.
What about T.J. Hooker?
I liked T.J. Hooker, but he was nothing special in that. It was nothing like, he was trying to be a bit too serious in that. But I did like T.J. Hooker. It was a great show. But I wouldn't put that out there as one of my favorites of his. Yeah. But no, I mean, just his few appearances on Third Rock from that. And that sitcom is like one of my favorite American sitcoms of all time. And Shatner just took it to that next level, because John Lithgow in that. I mean, it's one of those sitcoms where every single cast member had something brilliant to do. There was also well written.
I remember Third Rock from the Sun. I used to watch Third Rock from the Sun.
Absolutely love it.
That was brilliant.
Such a brilliant sitcom. But yeah, no, dude, watch Boston Legal. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
There's other things I need to watch first, but I will definitely watch it for sure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's on any of the streaming services. I think it must be on Disney, because it was Fox. I think it was on.
Let me
Google and check. I must be on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Fox that did it. Yeah.
Boston Legal is on Disney.
Yeah, I thought so.
It's also on ITV and Channel 4. Funny enough.
There you go. See, they still play it.
ITV, Channel 4 is for free. Or Disney. Yeah. Sorry, not ITV, Apple TV.
Oh, Apple TV. Okay.
It's on Amazon as well. Yeah. It has 5 seasons.
Oh, 5. Sorry, yeah, 5. Whatever, 4, 5.
It came out between 2004 and 2008. So just before Spader transitioned into the Blacklist.
Oh my God, it's 20 years old. Yeah, and he went into the Blacklist afterwards. Blacklist, I think, was 2010, 11.
Yeah, something like that. I'm still watching the Blacklist.
Is that still going, or is it finished now? They had like fucking 10.
No, it finished on season 10. But Blacklist has got tons of it. Blacklist is old school, man. It's got like over 20 episodes a season.
Yeah, I watched the first season. I didn't like. I'm just like, it's not for me. But did well, man. 10 seasons. That's crazy.
Spader's got a fucking hair as well. Jesus Christ.
Man. That guy's
a bit younger.
He's had a brilliant career. That guy.
He's part of the Brat Pack, and he was in the other version of Crash where he would get horny over car crashes, and he was in Stargate.
He was. That's where I first saw him. Was in Stargate.
Yeah.
And then like where he'd pop up in other
So-
things, I was like, oh, that's the guy from Stargate, because I loved Stargate. Great film. There was that kind of batch of like mid-90s films that was so fucking good. Like, and because of the effects at the time, they were like amazing. It was like Stargate, No Escape, you know, the one with Ray Liotta on that island where he's a prison thing. You ever see that one?
Yeah. By the way, the guy's Ultron. Let's not forget that as
What's
well.
that? Oh yeah, the guy with Ultron.
He's Ultron.
Yeah. What was the other one?
He was in Wolf with Jack Nicholson.
Fuck, I forgot it now. Stargate.
He was in Mannequin. My
Oh
God.
yeah, Mannequin. That's right. It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. God, that's a
Well,
classic.
so
I thought, who did
yeah,
he play
okay.
in that one?
He played the dude, you know, in.
Was he the main dude?
He's the.
I thought that was Andrew. What's his name that played the main dude?
Yeah, Andrew McCarthy. You're right.
I
Yeah,
was right. Yeah. They were all there. That was the Brat Pack, which they never named themselves that. It was a journalist that named them that, and it actually ruined their careers because people started assuming that they were difficult to work with.
Yeah, but they I mean, like people like Demi Moore had a decent career, and Charlie Sheen had a decent career.
Yeah, some of them
Yeah.
did well. I mean, to be fair, they've all done really well out of it. They've all come out of it. I would say Andrew
Wall
McCarthy
Street,
probably
yeah,
least.
They had to ride the wave, and the Judge Reinhold didn't do too well after it.
Judge Reinhold was, funny enough, a massive arsehole. Just a big drinking. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know this, but you always can tell when really renowned and beloved actors from like the yesteryear just suddenly disappear off the face of the earth. You're like, they're an arsehole. That's how you know they're an arsehole, because you don't see them anymore. Because
he was in a film called Bad Influence back in the day. I remember this seeing the trailer for this film. It's got Rob Lowe in it as well. These were when these guys were fucking young, and they're like lady killers back then. But James Spader always kind of played more of a nerdy character. But one or two films he played a bit of a badass.
And then he kind of transitioned to that kind of more sadistic, brooding pervert type. Kind of a little bit like the Alan Rickman of America. That's how I kind of see him. Or Greg Proops of America when he's doing comedy. Because Greg Proops is... Oh, no, he is American. Oh, I keep thinking he's fucking Canadian for some stupid reason. But, yeah.
He's probably in his 60s now.
Who? James Spader?
Yeah, 66.
Yeah, they're all in their 60s now, mate. You know, they were in their 20s in the early
40
80s.
years ago. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, even Tom Cruise is like, you know, nearing
in his early 60s.
So, but it's fucking crazy. But, you know, a lot of them have just had like incredibly long-lasting careers, which you like to see. I still miss old Emilio Estevez. Emilio Estevez is brilliant. But he just didn't like it. He just he just wanted to move into like directing and producing and all this kind of shit. By the way, if you haven't, do check out the Charlie Sheen documentary. Their dad, what an absolute legend! Like, family was everything to Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen's a fucking amazing actor,
but an amazing dad. Like, he was such a devout dad. It was crazy. What an amazing dad he is. And, you know, of all the kids, it's only really Charlie that's had the kind of difficulties. But it's a great documentary anyway, the Charlie Sheen documentary. I do recommend it. That's how you do it. See, this is why I don't like biopics. I prefer documentaries that aren't afraid to tell the whole truth. And Denise Richard what an amazing woman she is. You know what I mean? Like, she put up with so much shit, and she's such a fucking strong person. But yeah, I love the Estevezes. That's what they all are. They're all great. Even Charlie Sheen, I'm a huge fan of Charlie Sheen. 2.5 Men.
Martin Sheen was in the East Wing, man. He was fucking amazing in that. You know,
what's that?
The East Wing.
West Wing.
West Wing, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the president.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very famous scene he has where he sees this one lady and she's sitting down and he's standing up, and he goes at one point goes, when the president's standing up, nobody's sitting down, or something like that. He said, you know, and the fact that she was also a bit of a bigot as well, religious bigot. You know, being how religious people are, they love to hide behind their religion for their bigotry and stuff like that. So.
Absolutely. Oh well, I mean, look at the shit that happened with like fucking Russell Brand. Did you see that one, Piers Morgan?
That was beautiful.
That was great.
Was,
what's your favorite passage about? It's like you're a grifter, Mike. And I you know what I love about this. My grandmother lived in the UK for 30 years. Couldn't fucking speak a word of English. She can read to you. She can quote off by heart the Bible in ancient Greek and some passages in Latin as well, because she was a very devout Christian. Okay, you know, Greek Orthodox Christian. And then you have these fucking grifting twats who go behind. I mean, if the cross around Russell Brand's neck gets any bigger, he'll be crucifying himself on it. And yet he couldn't. He couldn't fucking quote the Bible. Like, I mean, at some point the penny has to drop. That you know, everyone just swings over to the right and becomes a Christian every time they get fucking called out. Like, it won't be long before Graham Linehan's doing it as well. Like, they're just shameless. Absolutely fucking shameless.
Candace Owens did it.
Huh?
Candace Owens did it.
Owens did it. Yeah, exactly. And, you know, like fucking Sharon Osbourne now is just like turned out to be a massive far-right racist twat. And it's like, bitch, you were an immigrant to the United States and you're complaining about immigrants in the UK. You know what I mean? Just no shame whatsoever. Just completely fucking shameless. Yeah. But no. Anyway, I think we can end it there. To summarize, fascism's coming to the UK. We saw some lovely TikToks. And Zan will watch anything on TV. So just send him recommendations. And on that note,
yeah, finishing watching Marshall. I still haven't done a fucking review. I'm getting so burnt out doing this shit.
mate,
yeah.
stop doing the reviews, man. Like, at least for YouTube. I don't know what the views are like on TikTok.
TikTok is great. TikTok, man, we're killing it on TikTok.
Yeah. Let's stick to TikTok. Like YouTube, if you just free up the space for other stuff instead of reviews, do that. Because nobody watches that. Like, I sit there, we did the Daredevil reviews. I'm like, oh great, 8 views. That's brilliant. What a waste of an hour that fucking was, kind of thing. It's just like,
no, even though we don't get the sort of like thousands upon thousands of views on TikTok, we're getting hundreds of views, like way more than we get on our own channel. Yeah, we're lucky to get fucking 5 at some point.
That's
we're
what I mean.
Hundreds and hundreds, you know. And someone was like, I reviewed a really shit film. I watched what was it called again? The World Breaker. Oh my god, there's a film called The World Breaker. Yeah, it's so Mila Jovovich, Luke Evans. It's really fucking shit. But I got over 1,000 fucking views for that. You know, and and we got like over 4,000 followers, which is crazy.
That's where it's at now. Is like it is. That's why I do my shit on TikTok. I don't fucking use the app. I just use it to do videos, and I might watch 1 or 2 things that pop up while the video's uploading. But that's about it. But you know, I do delete my videos. I don't want them piling up. But yeah, I get like fucking 700, 800, 900. The Manosphere one got over 2,000. Whereas and YouTube Shorts as well. Like I noticed with YouTube Shorts, they get fucking loads of views. Whereas if you do like a proper video, fucking forget it. Even on my own channel, I get like 5 or 6 views. It's just like, I just don't bother. I'll leave Ginger Greek there to just
my bird channel. I get like 300-400 views on my bird videos.
Barnes, you're worth 1 million TikTok viewers, baby. Sorry, say that again.
I get about 300-400 views on my TikToks. On my, with the birds.
Just get rid of that stupid voice that you've put on at the beginning. That automated robot voice.
You don't like it?
No, it's tacky. It's the most tackiest thing.
But
You're
that's you,
talking
isn't it?
anyway, and it just covers your voice. So you just
Alright,
talk
fine.
over it. I want to hear your voice, not the fucking robot voice.
Fine. I will not do that.
Good.
But,
I'm the quality assurance guy. I'm the guy, and the reason why you won't get popping up every 2 seconds on this bloody channel.
Yeah, fair enough.
Bastards. It's like, quick, hey, keep it busy. Keep your attention for 2 seconds.
Fair enough.
But yeah.
Let's wrap this shit up.
Let's rock and roll, baby. Right. Thank you to everyone that joined us. We will see you again very, very soon, probably for the Daredevil thing or the Marvel